Hey, fast forward a little bit. Oh, stop.
This is where the fun begins.
Classic.
Man, can you believe that Revenge of the Sith is celebrating its 20th anniversary here on May 19th?
Seems like just yesterday we saw Anakin get turned into a grilled cheese.
I get the grilled part, but where does the cheese part come in?
It's just a saying, don't worry about it.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is. I hear it all the time.
When have you ever said that?
I've said it like once.
Just now?
Can we just movie?
Do it.
Another happy landing.
Sassy Kenobi, best Kenobi.
Yeah.
I'm the droid attack on the Wookiee.
I wonder when that guy's birthday is.
The tragedy of Darth Plagueis.
Good book.
Life. Hello there.
General Kenobi!
Commander.
Oh, we don't need to see that.
Wait, hang on, go back.
What? We gotta see the grilled cheese.
I have the high ground.
Bro, what was that before?
No. Okay. We're missing the best part. Hey!
Commander Cody.
Did you edit yourself into my Revenge of the Sith Blu-ray?
My bad.
Commander Cody. The time has come for Beyond the Dune Sea to celebrate the 20th anniversary of Revenge of the Sith.
Hey! That's us! Another happy landing.
I guess this is where the fun begins.
Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. How are we doing this fine evening, May 19th, the anniversary of, some would argue, the peak of Star Wars, Revenge of the Sith.
Peak Star Wars, huh?
Peak, I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Could be. How we doing, y'all? I see you guys in the chat. Thanks for being a little patient with us while we were
Yes.
playing around. And Will of the Force, thank you so much. And I don't look at me. Oh my goodness. I don't even have the chat pulled up for you guys.
What we gotta do?
I can fix it.
What we
So
gotta do?
thank you so much, Will of the Force 49 super chat. You rock. How we doing?
Thank you.
We'll wait a few minutes for everybody to kind of pour in. But yeah, how we just casual. Gonna watch some
Peak.
Peak.
Yeah.
That's all, right?
Exactly.
It's gonna be a good time. I'm
Yes.
looking forward to it. You excited?
Me?
Yeah, you like this movie?
I do like this movie. It's not my favorite,
Do you?
but I do like this movie.
Okay.
Yeah.
As long as you understand.
Yeah. I understand what.
Just that, this is peak.
Oh, I got
That's all. Just
gotcha.
as long as you get that.
What part of it's peak?
I don't know. A lot of it.
A lot of it?
Yeah.
Okay. All of it?
Yeah. All of it.
All of it. Okay. All right. Okay.
Hey, thank you
about
so much for that. Love the Timon and Pumbaa vibe.
Definitely
Thank you.
was
Thank you.
discussed when creating that.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Because he's like, hey, that's like Mystery Science Theater 3000. I'm like, I just know it from Lion King 1.5.
Yeah. So there you go.
Oh my gosh,
you go.
Michael Kramer, thanks so much
You
for
gotta
the
knock that off,
499.
guys. Appreciate it. Thank you.
You guys,
Thank
everything except no is peak. Hey, you know what?
Hey, though,
Got to take the good with the bad.
and well, I
And it's
mean,
not bad.
again,
It's great,
he just woke up. Wouldn't you be mad too?
right?
Yeah, yeah.
See, I'm already crying. It's so good.
You're
It's so good. It's just
it's peak.
the tears are already flowing.
Are you gonna cry?
Oh my gosh.
You gonna cry? You gonna be emotional?
Yeah, I don't know. You
Yeah.
know, it is the best one. After
Gotcha.
all. Do a Yoda
Gotcha.
impression real quick. That's it. Here's that. Yeah, what is it? My eye. What is going on?
Yeah.
I'm just thinking about that Vader no, and I'm like, around the survivors, a perimeter create. All right, let's see. Around the survivors, a perimeter create. I think Seth's got a better one.
Yeah. There we go.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Celebrate my 11-year anniversary or watch BDTS. Anniversary wins this time, but now the video to watch later. Yeah, you made the right choice.
Yes.
Bill. You made the right choice.
You did. You shouldn't be spending your anniversary with us.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
hey, happy anniversary.
Yes.
11
Happy
years. It's something to be proud of right there.
Yes. This day and age, goodness.
Wow, we all know Seth's favorite movie is Rise of Skywalker. At least it's not me this time.
Oh, I gotcha. I mean, dude, I'll admit that movie tricks you every time you watch it.
Yeah, it makes you think you like it.
Yeah, exactly. It's like the very beginning. It's like, dude, this is pretty awesome. Like,
And then some things
what was I,
happen. And then
what was I thinking? Maybe I like this movie, and then suddenly, then it's like, oh wait,
Man.
I remember.
Darth Sidious is like attacking my eyes.
Are you
It's
okay?
like-
Do you want me to
it's
go
like,
get you? You know, like a washcloth or something?
I'm good. I was like, I don't know what's happening. My favorite movie of all time. Oh my
got
gosh, Star Wars nerd. Which, by the way, it was terrific meeting you over the weekend. Great dude, this guy. What's up, boyos? Check out his channel. He's gonna have, I'm sure, gonna have some great. He already has some great content up, but he's gonna have some good stuff. And if I can stop crying, oh my gosh, what is happening to me? I'm like falling apart here live and on camera. This is ridiculous. What do you think? Okay, we all about ready. So
I want to talk about that right there. Their poetry, they rhyme.
yeah, see,
Just throwing that out there.
that is a special edition change I do not like.
Just throwing that out there. That's not a special edition change.
No, yes it is.
It's a Blu-ray change.
Oh, okay. That's
Yeah.
well, I
mean, that's
lump
just
them all together.
Yeah, that's just it. Yeah.
Yeah. You know, when people say Order 66 has been overdone, but when watching the movie in recent times, I think of all the 66 scenes and get even more emotional. Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, that is a good question for Seth. You coming to Rebel Scum Con?
Allegedly.
Maybe.
Allegedly.
It's up in the air right now.
It is up in the air right now. Konnor should come with me.
I will not be going, more than likely. It
Gotcha.
is like it is Bill's 11th anniversary. It is my 10th anniversary that weekend.
Yeah.
So no way. Thank you. I'm so glad so many people got that. But like, I got a couple comments that were about the Mystery Science Theater. I'm like, no, my reference to that was 100% Lion King 1.5. Okay, guys. No, we were not going to pause the mid movie. We're watching it straight through. We're just going to be chatting, hanging out.
Yeah.
We're doing it
out.
timer style. You know how it's got to be here on YouTube.
Yeah.
Everybody pull up the movie. We'll give you a few. We'll maybe let's
2
5
minutes.
minutes. Let's do 5. We'll do 5 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Run it at 6:20, and that's when we'll start.
All right.
Star Wars nerd. Oh my gosh, stop it with the supers here. It's okay. You're crying. I miss you too, bro. It's what it is. It's just like I'm remembering the good times with the nerd over here. This guy, he got to hang out with Roger Christian, and that's
How
pretty
long
cool,
is
huh?
our copy?
I'm running it from Disney Plus. It's the easiest way to do it while we're streaming. So it's 2 hours 21:14 counting credits. So I imagine or is it different? I guess maybe
Well,
depending
because
on
the DVD, like when you start it with all the we're not gonna, you know.
Yeah,
I got
no,
you.
that's still on here on Disney Plus.
Oh yeah, I guess it is. Yeah.
Oh, you stop it, Steven. Thank you, though. I'm glad you're here. Appreciate it.
What?
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's 20th anniversary, and hey, I'm excited about this Revenge of the Sith Strikes Back.
Yeah, me too.
All month long.
Yes, we're gonna be doing all kinds of stuff that involves one of the tent poles of Star Wars.
Yeah. Gonna be talking books. Gonna be talking some games. Gonna be talking some toys.
Some marketing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Good stuff. I spent way too much money trying to decorate this set. I'm very happy with how it looks right now. So there's stuff you don't see. It's fun.
Yeah, it's over there and over there. It's kind of cool.
So 6:20, guys, 6:20. That's when we're starting this. So everybody get there. If you're watching on the DVD, you got a Blu-ray, you got Disney Plus, get it all ready.
Got
to go.
Laserdisc.
Nerd, you knock this off. You stop this. I'd pull your chat up without the super chat. But thank you anyway. That's very kind. $2 super chat. The real memories are meeting the homies, right?
Yeah.
Yes, it was great.
Yeah.
My 10 years is actually, it's later this year during that Rebel Scum Con. So
yeah.
Do I remember seeing ROTS for the first time? I do. I watched it at the drive-in with my sister. It was my first real Star Wars experience. So I have very, very fond memories of that. I used to go to the drive-in all the time when I was a kid. I rarely went to the theater. We had a drive-in in our town. That was the fun. I may or may not have snuck in a couple times because I knew, how to walk through the woods to get there. But, not the greatest, not my fondest moment. But
I got a story. So my, we get done
real
watching.
Quick. Yeah. Sorry. Yes. Because we're no way we can show it here.
Yeah.
So you just have to. We're gonna be like countdown 3, 2, 1, hit play.
Yeah. So I'm at the movie theater. I get done watching the movie. So we went to like a 3:00 show or something like that. 3:30. We get out. People lined up. We all get in the car. My friend rolls down the window and just screams to everybody that is in the. I did not know that he was going to do this. To everybody in line, he just screams, "Don't go see this movie. Mace Windu dies." And
Oh, no.
I'm like, I put my foot to the floor. And then I was like, "Why would you do that?" And he's just laughing.
No.
He's like, "That's not a spoiler. We all know he was not of this world." Then,
Man.
yeah, it was insane.
What
just
a bummer.
just sticks his head out the window. "Don't go see this movie. Mace Windu dies." And just,
Oh my goodness. I was looking at some chat forums earlier today about that, like fan theories about how Mace Windu was going to go.
Yeah.
People thought
Boba
that Darth
Fett.
Vader in the suit. Yeah, there was one about Boba Fett as well.
I still have my tickets. I'll have to
Do
bring
you?
that.
That's so cool.
Yeah, I'll have to bring it.
Stephen Ellis says, I was 6 years old when I saw Rots in theaters. I don't remember much. I remember the Mustafar scene of being completely enthralled. Also, Mace being spoiled for you is wild. What a punk. Right. And
Hey,
thank you
that
so
friend-
much for the 2 months, Smack Man. Saw this with my dad and brother 20 years ago today. Isn't that awesome?
Yeah. So.
Seth, have you told the kid asking you the awkward question while dressed as Anakin?
Yeah, so this was actually during Force Awakens. So I guess I had blocked this from memory. One of my buddies that was there that night, that was like, "How come you never talked about that on the show?" And I was like, "Oh my gosh, I did not remember. I'd forgotten this happened." But so Force Awakens night. Where are you going?
Hold on, I got a surprise.
Okay. Anyway, so Force Awakens night, I'm dressed like Anakin, and I'm talking to my wife. And all of a sudden, this kid like walks over and he tugs on my and like I don't know, he's like 6 or 7. He like tugs on my robe, and like I take a knee and I'm like, "Hey, what's up?" And he just like looks at me and he like looks around and he's just like, "So why did you betray all your friends?" Like deadpan, completely serious. And I'm just like, "Oh, huh." And so, like, I look back at my wife, and then I look back at him, and I look back at the other people, like, because other people heard it in our group, and they were all kind of like giggling, and I go, "Well, I kind of turned it around in the end, didn't I? That, I ended up saving my son and all. That it was, it turned out to be happy in the end, didn't it?" And I don't know if he really liked that answer. So, yeah. Anyway, that's that story. So good times, good times. How's everybody doing? I can't really control the chat, so I'll just have to. There was oh my goodness. You had to evacuate during the Force Awakens? My goodness. Okay. Huh. You got the kids' adaptation of the prequel. Okay. As Yoda would say, the mind of a child. I know, and that was the whole thing that I don't like. Yeah, I think that like I look decent as Anakin. I don't think that I look good enough that a child would see me and be like, "That's him. That's the same guy in the movie." That was what my mind was blown. I'm like, "Where's this kid's parents? Is this crazy? Where's he at?" So, yeah. Oh, he's back.
Yeah,
he's back.
Guys, it would not be a BDTS watch party without some pizza rolls. Here it is. Y'all knew it was coming. It's here. It's here. There we go. Now we can really start
the movie.
Okay, guys, I'm counting to 3. And we're
Let's
gonna
do
start.
5.
Okay, I'll count to 5.
I'll do it.
Okay.
Yeah, so you could click all the buttons.
Okay, go ahead.
So am I counting up or down?
Don't from down. Start for 5. Thank you.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Right. Oh, the old fanfare. There it is.
So good.
Count to 66. It should have. That would have been funny.
That'd be awesome. Execute order 66.
All right.
So do you remember much
Restart. Grayson, you're not going to be that far from us if you just started right now.
Yeah. You're going to be right there. It's like you're watching it with us. So, do you remember much from the drive-in? Like, do you have any, like, vivid?
I remember Grievous very heavily, and I
Yeah.
remember the Mustafar, just all of that.
Gotcha.
Just how incredible that was. And
Yeah.
Vader. That scene, that's up there. One of my favorites.
Yeah.
This is good, man. This is like, I'll be honest, I don't watch the movies that often because like, it's just, I save them. War! The Republic is crumbling under attacks by the ruthless Sith Lord Count Dooku. There are heroes on both sides. Evil is everywhere.
In a stunning move, the fiendish droid leader, General Grievous, has swept into the Republic capital and kidnapped Chancellor Palpatine, leader of the Galactic Senate. Hey, that's in Gindy's Clone Wars.
It is.
Yep.
This is all the notes they were
I know,
giving
I
them.
love it. It's so good.
As the separatist droid army attempts to flee the besieged capital with their valuable hostage, 2 Jedi Knights lead a desperate mission to rescue the captive Chancellor.
Dude, this is an awesome opening crawl.
Steven, that cracked me up. How do I nicely tell my lovely wife now is not the ideal time for her to tell me about her day? That's good.
Wow. Oh no. Not brave enough for politics.
That's too good.
Yes.
Okay, my wife yelled at me. She's like, "Don't eat these right away."
Are they hot?
I don't know. I'll be the guinea pig.
Okay. I love the music here. Hey, you.
Yep.
Okay. Well, you just wait. I'll just wait. Dude, this one take is insane.
Worth it though. Oh, fire, just like the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is great, dude.
That pizza roll is like the fire of Mustafar.
Dude, for real.
It's like Mustafar in my mouth. Oh my gosh.
This is why, dude, these ships,
This is sick. Like, this gets me pumped every time.
it's the best opening to any of the movies. I could hear arguments that this isn't the best movie. I would disagree, but I could hear them. I will not be taking any questions about this being anything but tippy top for intros of a Star Wars movie.
I don't know. I really like 4. How it starts with the Tantive and the Star
I mean,
Destroyer
that's
going over.
classic.
Yeah.
But this takes that and it's like,
Oh, it cranks it up to 11.
You want me to cook? I'll cook.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say George Lucas is like, yeah, I guess so. Them flying through the fire here,
It's
like
so good.
It's insane. And look, that's one of the ground things. I learned that. That's one of the in Attack of the Clones that are shooting up at the
Oh,
droid
yeah,
control. Yeah, that like Anakin like put those out there so they could be shooting.
And then this right here.
Yeah.
Oh, here, I'll pull up some subtitles.
Yes, thank you. The one crawling with Volter droids.
Not that I need them. I know the whole movie.
I kind of know the whole movie.
I used to challenge myself
I'm
to
not
see,
proud
like,
of it.
as a kid, how far I could get, like, by quoting it.
Yeah.
Do we know about the CGI kitchen sink in the beginning? That sounds familiar, Schechter. It was in like an explosion, right, or something.
Is that because they threw everything at the screen, including the kitchen sink? Is that the whole thing?
Oh my gosh, R2 is at his best in this movie. You know,
It's true. He's real good.
you know why I think part of the reason this movie's so, like, the opening is so iconic, like it's the sounds and everything.
Yeah.
Because when I was a kid, I used to loop movies.
the dig. Yeah.
Hey, we should have like the poppers.
Yeah.
But I would have movies loop in my room, and
Yeah.
I would go to sleep by watching this movie. And so, of course, I didn't get much past this.
Yeah.
And so, like, this opening, I love that shot with the explosion. with everybody
Well, I
flying
was
by.
going to say, too, that the fact that this is, gosh, what a stupid ship. Anyway, the Tri-Fighter, I hate it. This whole intro is like a movie in of itself.
It is.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Sassy Kenobi is best Kenobi, just like Fruity Krennic is best Krennic. Facts.
Yeah.
Facts. So good.
The music's fire, too.
It's so
during
good.
all of this. Like, I was going to say that I just feel like everybody is firing on all cylinders. And it's crazy, like, how good this still looks
Yeah.
for, this is 20 years old.
And I think this does, I've said it before, it does everything you need for putting Obi-Wan and Anakin, like, establishing their relationship.
Yeah, how much it's changed since the last time we saw them.
They're
Yeah.
brothers now. They're not father-son, you
Yeah.
know. And I mean, showing Anakin, he's cocky. He's like, because he's a war hero at this time, you know?
Exactly. Raised by the war.
It's such, I don't think George is given enough credit for just the subtle and efficient storytelling at the beginning of this movie. The beginning tells you a lot.
Yeah.
And it doesn't just say, wow, Anakin, we've been fighting for 3 years together, and I really feel like we're brothers.
Exactly.
You know? No.
Look at us. Well, I mean, I think that he did listen to, his own movie, where it's like he's a cunning warrior and a good friend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hated these things.
I don't like the
friggin'
sounds they
droids.
make. Like, I hate that. Hold on. The sound that R4 makes. The
Yeah.
The buzz droid just made that noise.
Ah.
So I don't like that. But whatever. It's fine. It's fine.
I remember being so worried for Obi-Wan in the beginning of this, even though, like, I'd seen the other movies.
Yeah.
He's gonna die.
What if he's not okay?
What if Obi-Wan in the A New Hope is a clone?
Obi-2?
Obi-2. That was another thing I read on one of the forums that Palpatine, that one of the theories was that Sidious was actually a clone of Palpatine. And so they weren't the same person.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah, I'm happy they didn't try to complicate it like that. I think I've always thought this. I think it's weird that, like, do they just not have defrosters?
I don't know. I don't know.
It's the future, man.
You would think being in space like in Iron Man 2.
Yeah.
They solved the icing problem.
They did. You would think, but whatever.
Oh, so good.
It is good.
Just out of curiosity, is Buzz Droid their actual designation or nickname?
No, they have a different name.
Yeah, I'm sure they have
Yeah,
like an official.
Because on our droid thing, they were called something else. And like Buzz is like their, I don't know, slang term for them. Oh no.
I always loved this too. Like,
Yeah.
you get them, R2.
Yeah.
Get it. It's just as a team, you know,
Yeah.
they just work it so much as a team.
It's just showing too that, like, you know, they've been through some stuff in the Clone Wars.
And that, like, I love how fun he is.
Yeah.
I still don't understand the critiques for Hayden as Anakin.
I mean, I think a lot of it is that it's when he's with Padme. It's
But in
better
this
in
movie,
this.
it's okay.
It's better in this movie.
Yeah, I
but I was
get
gonna
it,
say
yeah.
he just, again, I don't know, man, because I think that they're both good looking. What?
Round two.
Oh, okay. You let me know when they're safe to eat.
They're good.
I was gonna say that I think they're both good looking people. I just think it's weird that, like, I just feel like that they don't have a lot of chemistry on screen. And this is sick. This is really, really good.
There's something about the way the lightsabers look in this movie specifically.
Yeah.
They are so vivid.
Yes.
I feel like a lot of the times when we see lightsabers, like, look how the cores are always solid white. In especially the Disney era, now that they've used, like, quote unquote real lightsabers, you get probably more realistic movement as if these things were real.
Yeah.
You know, how they bleed a little bit. But I like how in this movie, like, those cores are solid white. It's just, that's the look to me. Like, it's just, they're just having so much fun.
I know they are. And it shows too that, like, they've been through this. This is nothing new. R2's peak. That's all I gotta say.
There's the general. What do you think about General Grievous?
I like the idea of General Grievous. I think that it's weird because if you look at him in different media, it's also different. And I think that really kind of hurts it.
I like him in this movie, though.
No, as I'm saying, but if you watch Gendy's Clone Wars, he's not this character.
Yeah,
I
he's
want to point
different.
this out, guys. I love this. Look at how fluid they are right here and how they are not bothered at all. And if you go back and watch Phantom Menace, like how awkward Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan are, I just love that it's like, it shows like what you were talking about. It's that nuance. They've been fighting these guys for 3 years straight. They know how to fight them and how to deal with them. Anyway, I think that's just one of the subtle things that I like. Yeah.
Again, I think George doesn't give enough credit for it.
Nope. But if you watch Gendy's Clone Wars, he doesn't act anything like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
MacMan, I go back and forth on that personally with how the lightsabers look in the Disney era. I think that the creative choice can look okay sometimes, because really the only time we see that in the original 6 is in Attack of the Clones when they cast a lot of light. I think they do look more mystical without that aspect. That's just me personally. Like, I think about shots in Return of the Jedi where the green is so vibrant, but it's not falling off. There's no light that's falling. That's just, I don't know. That adds an element to it.
I love that over the head shot in Empire when they go out on the scaffolding or whatever. Yeah, like how they look like they glow, but you're not seeing like the glow on them. Like, I don't know why in that shot they look awesome.
It just makes them look ethereal, I think.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah. And it's,
I get why they made the jump in the Disney movies. Like, I think it really works in Force Awakens. But unfortunately, in a show like Kenobi, which you guys know I love that show, I think it's overdone because they use it as like key light basically, and it just gets drowned out by all the other colors.
And blue's so harsh on screen anyway.
Well, you know how they did a lot of the effects in this movie with the blue sabers, especially on Mustafar? So they couldn't get the swords to really pop.
Yeah.
And so they would actually take like, so there's like the layer with the lightsaber, and then there was a layer behind it that actually like darkened the background. And it's obviously perfectly in line with the map for the lightsaber. So like if you were to take apart the image, there would be like nothing behind the lightsabers on Mustafar, if that makes sense.
Interesting. Okay.
That's why they pop so much.
Yeah. I remember thinking this was insane in the theater.
I know, right?
Yeah, it's just like he could. Oh my! Like he's Chopper ain't got nothing.
R2's has always been one of my favorite characters.
Oh yeah,
like and because of this movie. General Grievous is so underrated. Yeah, I do. I think so too. I think it's just because he's in one movie and then he's just he loses all of his fights.
Yes,
but great design, great voice. Matthew Wood's a legend. You guys at home, I hope you got your pizza rolls, you got your popcorn today. And if you got your pizza rolls, you leave that microwave out of it.
I hope they're air fried, guys.
Yeah. Oh, Seth, I got to admit something to you. These aren't air fried.
What?
These aren't air fried.
I know they're oven. I can tell.
I prefer them personally. I know. I've been lying. It's like it's okay. I feel so fraudulent.
Oh, you prefer the oven?
I'm so hypocritical because we always say it, but it's just I got to speak my truth.
What do you think about those? That he calls them swords.
I love it.
I gotta like it just because he's so legal and whatnot. Yeah.
I like that it's used on occasion. I love this fight so much. Another theory I read on the forums is that Count Dooku would chase, or Yoda would chase Count Dooku to Dagobah and kill him, and that's the source for the dark side cave.
Interesting. I mean, I've talked about before. I always thought that Dagobah was going to end up being Naboo.
Yeah, Naboo.
Yeah, and that's where Darth Maul fell. But, they've changed a lot of that. We don't get enough over the head lightsaber shots. Like, that's fun.
And I
do hate this shot here, though.
See, I think that shows what you were just talking about, where he's like, these droids are so
I know,
stupid.
I just don't like the angle. He's just so close to them. That's where it's just almost like, what's he doing? It looks like he's just like walking through them, which he is, but yeah.
I always thought his body looked so squishy here.
Well, I mean,
like when he gets crushed.
I mean, it is a CGI thing.
I know, but I'm just like,
in Hugh McGregor, that's just how he is.
Yeah. Like, man, your legs are like toast.
Yeah, no, he's toast.
I like how this fight also.
I love that.
It's so good.
Dooku's like
this shot, these shots right here. But I love how this fight still feels like it has great stakes, but at the same time, you're not really worried for our heroes, like because in the beginning of the movie, you see how far they've come.
Yeah.
Just a great way to show where Anakin has come in this. It's like, oh, the main villain from the last movie?
And I was going to say, he owned them in the last movie, and then it's just like, he just makes quick work of him.
And it's so skillfully done here, too. Yep. Oh, so good.
Insane. Talking about how vibrant the blues are, the red's really vibrant as well.
The storytelling of him holding both the blue and the red. Mm-hmm. It's like, come on, guys. How is this not? This is peak. This is. I'll say it. Mm-hmm. So good. Wait, we're still using the oven for pizza rolls? We're smarter than this. I think the air fryer. I think the air fryer gets a little too crunchy. That's all I'm saying.
He doesn't like the crunch. Dude, seeing his head roll.
I know. Crazy.
And then also that sound it makes. Love it.
We've gotten a few comments on our Andor video about like, hey, if you guys don't like the darkness in Andor, why is it okay in Revenge of the Sith here? It's like, okay, but it's like you wait for this.
Yeah,
and by
true.
contrast,
we knew, because it took 5 movies to get to this, and we knew it was going to happen.
Yeah, and by contrast, that's what makes it so good. It's like, okay, this series is usually really light and fun, and oh my gosh, but I guess you could argue that works the same with Andor, but
yeah. But here's the other thing: is yes, that was violent, but it was out of focus.
Yeah,
yeah, it wasn't just like a close up of Count Dooku's head.
Yeah, but I mean, later in the movie, and spoiler alert, when you see Anakin, turning into a grilled cheese,
it's true. That is intense. Yeah. It's very, very intense. But again, it's fast.
Underrated moment right here when they're like 2 ships and just start firing like they're like a.
What do you think about the shells? Yeah,
I love it because it's that vibe.
Yeah, it's so crazy. Yeah, just in.
It's so good. It's so good.
This is all happening outside, and they can't even get on the elevator. It's insane.
Sound is top tier. Yes.
It is. It is.
Oh, this is the heartbreaking moment though, when the invisible hand gets tilted, and you just see the interceptor just fly down and smack the bottom.
Yeah,
right here. Here it is.
Yeah.
Pour one out.
Well, what about
for the interceptor?
What about R2, man? This is scary for him.
I know, but
his little
I'm not worried about R2. He's got a jetpack.
His little legs are kicking. He's like, I'd be worried about him. Look at this.
Anakin gets the dumb green one after this. It's so sad.
He's a green interceptor?
Yeah, later in the movie when he goes to Mustafar.
I mean, how can you even see the color of it?
Well, he's hanging out at Padme's.
It's so shadowy. I guess I'll have to pay attention this time.
To be fair, I never realized it was green for a long time. But yeah, it's green. Dooku's scene in the Revenge of the Sith novel is phenomenal.
It is.
Yeah, we've said we're covering the novel here. It's
next week.
No, right? Not next week. The week after.
Oh, sorry.
Tales from the Archives. So yes. I don't know that we've officially made that announcement yet. So Grace and I apologize if I'm spoiling, but we've said to the folks.
We talked about it, didn't we?
Yeah.
I think we held up the book.
I just know we didn't say like an official date yet, but I think tentatively right now it's not next week, but the week after. This always cracked me up. It's like there's the most evil person in the entire universe. He's just hanging onto Obi-Wan's leg.
Yeah. I do love robot hand moments though. That like a normal person couldn't do that.
Yeah.
But robot hand could do that. I also love this too, that they're going to use their grappling hooks.
Do you think Palpatine ever worried right here? Like
yes.
this could be it. The whole plan.
Yep.
And it's gone because of this stupid elevator.
I think he's probably helping too. That I don't think that it's.
Oh, you think he's doing a little force
definitely. Stuff. I think that, especially even with the ship crashing in a couple minutes, definitely. I think he's got a hand in it. Love it, man. Just, it's not even, doesn't even care.
True, Cape. Yeah. When did that start? I never thought about that.
What, the cloning?
Yeah.
I assume after he assumed chancellorship, because he destroys Camino. So.
Well, sorry, let me rephrase. I meant like, when do you think there was like an actual successful one? Had to be after Bad Batch at least.
Yes.
How was ICCC? It was good. It was fun. It was nice to meet all the homies. I met quite a few.
Poor guy.
Dude, that droid used to make me so mad. Yeah. Kicking my man R2.
Just kicking him when he's down. That's insane.
We could tease. We got a couple interviews coming. Unfortunately, Seth had to stay behind this time.
It's okay.
So I had to rough it solo. Well, I wasn't solo. Our R8, our moderator, my friend Sam, she was there with me. We have an interview with Sebulba, Lewis McLeod, who also played Obi-Wan in the Obi-Wan game on Xbox from 2001, and a few other fun things that we talked about. And I also got an interview with Brendan Wayne, the Mandalorian. About a 20-minute interview with him. That was really fun. So those will be up here in the next few weeks as well. Don't worry, that droid is about to get blown up. I hope so.
It's crazy how many he has.
I know.
Because he's got him on the other side too.
Yeah.
In that one shot, or like the shot you're going to see in just like a second.
I know people like to give this movie crap for all the CGI and like the green screens.
I think it holds up.
I think it looks real good.
Yeah. And you gotta say too that like this movie has a look and it sticks to it. Like it looks like it, if that makes sense. The whole time.
Yeah, it has like there are other movies where you can tell it's green screen and it takes away. And I think it's because, like, for example, in No Way Home, that shot of Flash standing on the sidewalk, you can totally tell, right? But this movie, because it's all like otherworldly and it has like a cleanliness to it and everything, which was the intention, everything's supposed to look all drab by the time you get to A New Hope. Yeah. Yeah. I think you're right. I think it's art direction, good art direction.
Yeah.
And I loved all these moves,
Just killing them.
It's fun to think about with Clone Wars. They're like, oh, we're finally into this. This crap. This is ridiculous.
Oh, yeah. And it's crazy to think about that Anakin hadn't met him yet.
Yeah, I know.
So you got 7 seasons of Clone Wars and they just, didn't interact at all.
Always love that shot of his foot. Like,
Yeah. I like this shot of his cape like flying up as he comes down. I just think he looks kind of cool because it's like cape's all draped down, but then it's like, yeah, right here. Yeah. Like, I think that just looks cool.
Frank, I do agree with you. That has always bothered me as well.
What's Frank saying?
That when Grievous's hilts are just copies of Obi-Wan and Anakin's later on. I spoke to Roger Christian at ICCC, and he told me something really interesting about Empire Strikes Back. He has some beef, I guess, with the art director of that movie.
Yeah.
There's a whole story there that was funny to listen to. But said that he was on set and saw Darth Vader was holding Obi-Wan's lightsaber, and he's like, "What are you doing? This is Obi-Wan's." And the director just didn't care. He was like, "Oh, it's all right. We don't. It is what it is." It made him so mad because he's like, Darth Vader does not look like that.
Yeah.
And I think that art director just thought like, oh, well, we have, everybody has different swords.
Yeah.
You know, or Vader has just like, this is just what the swords look like.
Yeah.
You know, thank you for the water.
You're a lovely human being. Don't let anyone tell you any different.
My wife just brought water. So thanks. Everybody say thank you, even though we're the only ones being hydrated. But, you know, that's important.
Yeah, you got to keep hydrated.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Palpatine's doing something here. I don't think that it's... I think, yeah, Anakin's got some skill. But, I mean...
You put a lot on this, you know.
Yeah, you put everything on this.
Thank you, Connor's wife. She's great.
You know who we didn't rank?
What?
These firefighter guys.
Oh, great.
Yeah, I just throwing it out there.
Part 4 coming up soon.
I just think these guys look cool.
Favorite new design from this movie? Like, you mean anything? Like ship, droid? Because ship, easy. It's the Jedi Interceptors.
Do you like the Interceptor more than you like the their Star Destroyer?
The Venator?
Yeah.
You might just have to wait for our starships tier list for that one. Which we did film, by the way. It's coming. I don't want to say when in case I don't meet my deadline, but
Soonish.
Soon, yeah.
All this feels like just an episode of Clone Wars.
It does, right?
And it's kind of crazy that he like was able to kind of capture that, 15 years before he just decided to make a bunch of them.
Yeah. I just love that
this is crazy too.
Like the beginning of this is so action packed, and then you get like an opera for a little while. I think this out of all the movies feels the most space opera, other than maybe Attack of the Clones. I think it also feels like that. Yeah, how could Palps be manipulating this part? Hey, wait, here's the Millennium Falcon.
I know.
There it is.
Yeah, no, it's coming right here. Right there.
Yeah, my bad.
Yeah, there it is. Don't lead them astray. How could Palp be manipulating what part?
You're saying he's doing something for the help the ship?
Yeah, I think he's just helping, like he's keeping the ship level and everything like that. That's all I'm getting at.
Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah.
There's the Binks. Where are we on the Siege of Mandalore right now? Ahsoka is on Mandalore at this point.
Yeah, she hasn't done anything yet.
Yep, because she talked to Anakin right before this movie starts.
Yeah.
Yeah, Frank, I don't even think we needed the timer, to be honest. Because of that.
Because of what?
Because everybody would just know.
No,
because it's like, oh yeah, that's this part.
Yeah.
And like just little shots like this, just Anakin and R2 walking by. Hey, look, it's Benjamin Bratt. Excuse me, Jimmy Smits has a.
Hold on, I gotta see him first.
Got to make sure.
And then I gotta do my thing. He's a coward, which is weird. Seeing as how he acted like he was gonna fight Mace Windu in the Gimli. Then, Mace messed him up.
You snooze, you lose, JT. No, that was great meeting you, dude. Your Star. Well, I met you before, but like your Star Killer cosplay, insane.
Jimmy Smits.
There he is. Do you know they had to digitally repaint C-3PO for this whole sequence because the camera
was reflecting the green?
Yeah, and it was reflecting the camera. And look, it's immaculate.
It is.
It's so good.
Look who's in the shadows now.
Yes. Really, Kay? I thought that they've merged really well, especially now that we've gotten Hayden more in like Ahsoka and in Kenobi. I think that merging really feels complete, personally, between Matt Lanter and like that scene in Ahsoka when he's in the Clone Wars. That feels like Matt Lanter, Anakin. And I think the big reason is because in this movie and in Attack of the Clones, Anakin is a subordinate the entire time. In Clone Wars, we see him as like the commander, and that's going to be a different vibe. It's like Krennic, for example.
Yeah,
that's why Krennic acts the way he does in Rogue One, because he's a subordinate the entire movie. But he acts way more intimidating in Andor because he's the guy on top.
He has underlings.
This popcorn is so good. By the way, did you try some?
Yes. I don't want to keep eating on the stream. I feel bad that they're
That's
just
okay.
watching us eat. Yeah,
We're chilling.
I know
We're gonna make mukbang videos next, guys.
Please, no. Oh my gosh. My goodness. But yes, I've been eating. She's pregnant.
We get these from this Amish store. This is so good. They know how to make some popcorn.
Really?
It's called Ladyfinger popcorn, I think. Make it with like coconut oil. No, it's pretty good.
Huh.
I agree, Fright.
I think the whole thing with this movie too is the fact that like he is so like got his heart on his sleeve with everything.
First of all, fantastic name, Piatti Diddy.
Oh my god.
Loving the backdrop, guys. Making pizza rolls for the movie over here. Yeah, hey. You keep them out of the microwave and we're all good.
Yeah,
you know,
dude. If you can, air fry them if you can.
Yeah.
Air fry them if you got them.
Thank you so much for the $4.99, dude.
Thank you.
Appreciate you. All movie theaters use coconut oil. Do they? I didn't know that. Actually, that makes sense why that's so good. Utapau. I love Utapau.
Do you?
We could do a planets tier list. That'd be fun.
That would be.
Little Lucre Hulk right there.
Yeah.
Fright. I disagree with that.
What's he saying?
Clone Wars Anakin feels like a mature 30-year-old, not an emotional 23-year-old like he is in Rots.
Sometimes. I think he's just under a lot of stress because everyone's...
Yeah.
Guys, I know we're going to review it, but like the book sheds so much light on what's going on. The novel, in which we're going to talk about all of that. But yes, it's... But just how he's getting yanked in like 6 different directions. Who do you think that is?
Dude, no joke. So R8 Sam and another one of my friends from college, I showed them these movies in order. I think Rogue One was out. So we didn't watch Force Awakens just because the whole trilogy wasn't out yet. We did a big marathon. They had no idea. This was a big twist.
Really?
Yeah. And it's funny because we even started with...
Phantom Menace?
No. We started in a release order.
Oh,
and so they
really?
knew this was the Emperor.
Yeah.
But they didn't know that this would let
That Palpatine was
because you
connected.
never hear his name.
No, he does not. You can kind of see him.
Yeah.
Dude, what if Andor had those transitions?
Had the PowerPoint wipes.
Dude, I would love it.
Maybe peak. It might be peak. At that point.
It might be.
It's this close. They're this close to greatness.
Oh.
All they needed was PowerPoint wipes. What was that?
I don't know.
Some creaking. It might be that poster behind me. I only blue tacked it, so it might fall at some point. If it falls, pour one out.
Just let it roll. Just keep it rolling. It's like this stuff. I just don't feel like they got a lot of... What?
That's what it was. Hold on.
What's wrong? Okay. Careful. I think it's good, or Hayden's good, just that there's times with her that I just don't think that it just... Yeah, I don't know. It's like almost like they're not in the same room.
You think so?
Or like they're different takes, which I bet they took a bunch of different takes of this, and he was infamous for that. I think mixing and matching stuff.
I think it's because in AOTC he feels like a child, whereas here I definitely don't get that here. He's kind of charming, and it's that Shakespearean kind of vibe.
Yeah.
But then she doesn't quite act like the confident, like hard to get that she does in AOTC. So the dynamic's just so different.
Yeah.
I'll pull that one up. That's good. Crazy.
Hold on, guys. Let's just appreciate this. Our boy's jacked.
Relax.
I'm just saying, he's jacked.
You think he's still jacked?
No. He's like farmer strong. That's what it is. It's like a different kind of jacked. Like this is because he's eating like 6 meals a day, practicing with a lightsaber, doing this for a couple hours, then going and working out.
Yeah.
That's why he looks like that. So yeah.
He did put on a lot of weight for this movie. I think that
Yes.
helps. Rot's Anakin walked so Ben Swallow could run.
It's true. They're also, that's another thing. Ben Swallow's like, he's like farmer strong. He doesn't need that 6-pack, but he's going to mess you up. Yeah.
My wife's celebrity crush is Hayden Christensen, and I just flat out approve.
I'm pretty sure my wife swoons.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Me either, Kate.
What?
I mean, as good as he still is today,
I mean, I think a lot of that's muscle memory and stuff that's just like
riding a bike.
yeah. I mean, he just happened to be good at it, and then
And when you train for that long.
Yeah.
When's ship tier list? Okay, guys, don't hold me to it.
you
Because
shouldn't.
we never know.
You shouldn't. Don't do it.
Okay, I won't
do
say soon, very soon. It's already filmed, so.
I swoon too. He's a good-looking dude. I can't.
It's the reason why Seth modeled his look after him. You know, he's never gotten over it.
I was gonna say, I will admit, the hair got grown out around the time of this movie, and then it just never
Never left. Seth's just
I guess I'm
an
an
adult
Anakin
child.
Yeah, I guess I'm just an Anakin fanboy. So, yeah, I've talked about that. My mom wouldn't let me grow my hair out, and then when this all happened, now she's all like, she's like, I can't imagine you without long hair.
One of these days, he's gonna show up on set with a buzz cut.
No,
It's been a wig this whole time. Can you believe
yeah,
it?
it's not real. See, he's getting drug in 100 different places. Like,
Yeah.
it's just like,
Well,
it's
I
like,
think
hey,
right now he's like, man, this is over. I'm good.
yeah, no,
You know?
he's like, we're gonna win the war, and that's gonna be it. This is easy. But then it's gonna be like, hey, by the way, we need you to spy on your buddy. And
Yeah.
then the buddy's like, hey, we need to spy on this. I love this right here.
Fire scene.
No,
Underrated.
fire shooting right here. This shot in just a second is insane. With the
Blinds.
yes, with the blinds on
You know
him.
what that's called? It's called
Shadow?
a light. It's called a light cookie.
A light cookie.
I just think it looks so good on Yoda.
Yeah. But I just think it, like that, where it's just his eyes. Like, that's so good.
Matthew's asking us, thank you so much for the $1.99. Will
Thank
there
you.
be a planet tier list? Do you guys want one?
I mean, we would do it. Do the Kenobi mullet.
Yeah, there you go.
I don't know, guys. I don't know. I don't know if I could pull off a mullet. I mean, he kind of has a mullet, I guess.
We don't get enough Anakin and Yoda, and like this is just a great moment where
It is.
he's like reaching out, you know,
He's trying to ask for help in a roundabout way.
and
but
Yoda
Yoda's-
kind of swats him away.
Well, yeah, because
little bit.
Yoda's all like, "No, you got to be the hero, man. Like, don't get distracted. What are you doing?"
I wonder if Yoda thinks about this conversation sometimes, like after when he's on Dagobah, like, man, I could have, because he had to know about Padme, you know, like Yoda's
You
not
think so?
dumb. I think a lot of people turned a blind eye.
I think Obi-Wan did.
Oh, Obi-Wan 100%.
Yeah. Rex knows
Yeah.
because he was covering for him. I was meeting with Yoda. What were you talking about? Something important? Hi, Bob Saget.
Master Voss.
Yes, our favorite. You know he's on Kashyyyk, right?
Who?
William Voss.
Is he?
Mm-hmm.
I think that Phantom Menace does get a little bogged down by the political like drama.
Yeah.
Here, I think it's perfectly used.
Well, it's because too that like it gets pulled into the plot itself, and also how it's like setting up the like how everything is in episode 4 and
Yeah.
how we know everything for the next 3 movies.
I think that's right, Reagan. That a lot of people knew that they had a romantic relationship, but they weren't married. I think that's right.
Yeah.
Hey, it's that place from Andor.
Hey,
The
isn't it
Senate.
neat to see ships flying around Coruscant?
I didn't even think about that. Yeah, you don't see a lot of that too.
But
It is the
not
time
on
of the
TV.
Empire, though.
It doesn't matter. There'd be people flying around. People are trying to have yeah.
Yoda did, in fact, know about Padme and asked Obi-Wan to tell Anakin to cut it off. Obi-Wan did be. Yeah, I also would be curious. Where's that from?
Hey, it's that statue. You know about
Yeah.
that statue, right?
Mm-hmm. And this is one of the few.
What about the statue? What's special about it? Do you know?
It's a Sith thing.
Palpatine's lightsabers are in there.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
knew that. I didn't know if you were going to just talk about like the lore of the actual.
No. They're in your favorite movie too.
Oh yeah, I know.
Yeah, they're in the beginning. That's one of the things that tricks me where I'm like, oh my gosh, we're cooking. Because it's like, he still has the statues and everything.
This is one of the few like real sets, wasn't it?
I think part of it's real.
I think a big part of it's real.
I don't think that's real. I love that silhouette,
not.
them walking in the
I
shadow.
don't know though. I've seen BTS of that.
That part of it?
Yeah. Like they had a hallway.
Okay.
You know, this is reuse. A lot of this is reuse, these shots.
From
of
what?
Of the council. Phantom Menace. They just like put people in there so they didn't have to redo all the like background stuff.
Huh.
Well, okay, I say that. I know that's true in AOTC. I don't know about this necessarily. Did we watch this in theaters too? I couldn't. I was occupied that week, unfortunately.
I saw it twice in the theater.
Crazy. He did one for me.
Mhm.
Hello there, Dooners. Hello, John. Glad you're here.
Hello there.
Hey, take a shot every time there's a meme, and then try not to die by the end of the video.
That sounds
I love
insane.
that little shot of Obi-Wan, like just this guy. You need to chill.
Who's? Mace?
No, of Obi-Wan. He's just got his feet up, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, it's Kiadi Mundi.
Wonder how old he is.
I know, right?
Yeah.
What about the birthday party? You know,
When are we going to celebrate my birthday?
you know, as great as this movie is, it's the biggest missed opportunity. They didn't have Kiadi Mundi's birthday party. We really need to know that.
You're cruel. How many's in a battalion?
I don't know. I know one of them's 40. It's like 40 and 20, right? Like a platoon
Yeah.
and a battalion.
Like how many clones do you think equal a Jedi? That's what I'm getting at.
What's that? How many what?
Like how many clones equal like what a Jedi could do on the battlefield? Like what do you think? Yeah, that's what I'm getting at. And I know it depends on the Jedi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
40, maybe 20.
I don't know.
You look at Gindy's, it's like a gunship.
It's true.
I love this too. Again, this is where it gets really opera-y. I
Yeah.
love that, where it's like, okay, we're on this stage. Now we're on this stage, you
Mhm.
know, Obi-Wan versus Palpatine. Who's going to win Anakin's heart?
Yeah.
It's just so
Well,
good.
again, the use of shadows in this movie, they're walking from the shadow to the light, to the shadow, to the light. It's just as their conversations like, hey, you know, this conversation's off the books, basically. We're doing stuff we shouldn't be doing, even though we're standing in the light. It's
Yeah.
just,
So good.
it's so good. It is really, really good. I like this. This was in the trailer. Remember that in the teaser?
Uh-huh.
Them walking up here. See? So he cares about his kid. Now he's getting yanked one way by Palpatine. He's getting yanked the opposite way. And then later, Padme's going to be like, hey, let's stop the war altogether. And like,
Yeah.
no wonder he's like, guys, I can't. And, no one cares about me having a baby.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I love this whole conversation.
Yeah. You tear me apart, Obi-Wan. Yeah, a little room reference. You tear me apart, Lisa.
So good.
I like the lighting here. Like, I love how Yoda's like brushing his head.
Mhm.
Yeah. Still blows my mind that no clone trooper armor was made.
I always thought at least Cody's was.
I thought so too.
Hey, I'll cheers to that. Hold on. It's just water, but I'm cheersing. Best Star Wars movie. I want everybody to take note that Seth did not cheers with me.
It's not my favorite.
Really shows where his heart's at.
It's not my favorite. I like it a lot. I have fun. It's kind of sad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't like being sad. So you don't like being sad.
Not all the time.
Absolute cinema. All these Venators. Hey, we go to one of these places in Bad Batch.
Mm-hmm.
Did anybody else remember or play the ROTS PS2 video game? It's funny you should mention that.
Yeah.
Again, now we're back to the opera.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, the curtains were drawn. They set out the couches.
Mm-hmm. Oh, what's going on?
It's interesting, like, because we just wrapped Andor, like, to contrast the two.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like it when we talked about it on our show last week, but I don't like it how the Andor, so some of the Andor fans kind of club this movie and other stuff. Like, man, it's like they're so different.
Yeah,
they're different for a reason.
I was going to say that you can like something, but you don't have to bash the other thing while liking the thing that you like.
I like both approaches. Like Andor takes that very like realistic, gritty dialogue. This is very like opera. This is mythical. This is supposed to be a legend.
So check this out. I saw this like it was like 11 days old. It was this thing on YouTube where it was a like a video essay that was about Rogue One that was called Rogue One Took the Myth Out of Star Wars. And I thought it was really, really interesting. And I'm like, man, maybe that's why I don't like it.
Yeah.
That like the idea of it that is about people, there is no mysticism to it at all.
Yeah.
Yeah. That like, yeah, you have Chirrut, but you could chalk that up to luck. There is literally no mysticism in it.
Interesting.
Yeah. And you know, that was what was so important to these movies.
Yeah.
And that idea of a myth, like it's no longer a myth.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
It's a whole mythos.
Yep.
I think I've said it before. I think George was creating an epic. Comparison is the thief of joy. Yes, that's
There's
true.
George Lucas.
Yeah, right.
Right there.
That's true, but I mean, we're also comparing things within like an identifiable universe that's supposed to have consistent DNA. It's like, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that I liked Andor. It's just interesting the different takes that people do.
Yeah. It's like
different flavors, you know.
I was going to say, it's like getting frustrated about if you read the Ahsoka book, but then you watch the Siege of Mandalore. Those are supposed to be the same events, but they're different. Yeah. Yeah, where it's like, well, hold on. You're making those little minute, this is all supposed to be one cohesive world. And then how much do you want to change it?
Yeah.
Yeah. And again, if you like it, I'm not bashing it. Like, you like what you like.
Yeah.
It's not my thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's okay.
Yeah.
Because this is if I really had to choose, I'd take opera all day long, like space opera, because that's just fun. But I do like the variety, because every now and again, even though I really like vanilla, sometimes I'm in the mood for chocolate, you know?
I get you. I've never noticed it, but supposedly this is like several different takes.
What do you mean?
Of this conversation. I guess like apparently in moments you can notice that his like face kind of changes and stuff like that.
They do morph cuts.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, because like they took several different takes to kind of mesh this conversation together.
Yes, that's true. Guys, what's a Dren gear? I don't know. Isn't that a High Republic thing?
Yeah, that's the isn't that the it's a plant in the High Republic that it's like a hive mind.
Yeah.
Yes. And that like if you hurt it, then it gets stronger, something along those lines.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
This is so good.
It is really good.
It is so good. One of my
I like Cosmonauts thing worth this like 4 evil head turns in this conversation. Like, one.
amazing scene.
It is. This is really good. John, I'm not sure how many pairs I own.
He's got like a giant like rollout case. It's crazy.
Yeah.
12? Enough for a whole clone battalion.
Yeah. 12 probably.
man, the writing in this scene is so good. I love how like it's
how they're kind of playing around each other, where he's totally playing into his feelings and stuff like that.
Well, I love how Palpatine keeps raising the gambit here. Like he's raising the stakes, and he takes a risk here.
Yeah,
like
there's your second evil turn.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like what if Anakin catches on here?
Yeah.
You know, and it's
he does. I was gonna say he does later.
And I'm saying right here though.
Yeah, but I mean,
he's taking a risk.
Yeah, he is.
Because he's not like he knows Anakin's not ready to turn yet, and like he's so cocky here. You ever hear the tragedy of Darth? Like, oh man, and Ian plays it so well,
playing aloof. They want a sunglasses tier list.
Sunglasses tier list. Man, that'd be a 5-hour video.
Yeah, it'd be insane.
And just how much he revels in this.
Yeah.
In telling this story. Oh.
Yeah. Oh no, I was gonna say, is it Regan? That he's not lying. That's the whole thing. Everything he's telling is true.
Yeah, that's a good point, Kate.
Here's the line.
I used to think it was kind of fun that they do this and it's Tross, but I kind of hate it now, I think.
What, that he says that?
It just feels like a key jangly moment, which I know there's a lot of that in that movie, but
I mean, it fits though.
I know, but I just hate that
There's
it's the exact
one.
Same line and he says it in the exact cadence and everything.
Yeah, but the whole thing though is it's like they're talking about it here with keeping people alive. And
I get it. I know. It's just, it felt like, hey, you remember Rots.
But you need to. Ironic.
It is peak storytelling. It was kind of the only thing I liked about Tross. Okay. It's like,
no, that movie tricks you. It starts so good.
The opening is amazing.
Yeah.
It is so good.
It's really good. There it is.
So good. I never understand the people who are like, I don't see how Anakin turned to the dark side when you just watch the movies. You need Clone Wars. I'm like, man, it's right there.
Yeah.
It's building this whole movie.
Well, it's the love for his life or his wife. I mean, that's what it is.
You know, something that I think would have really helped that I wish wasn't cut. That part on Mustafar when Anakin, after he's like getting burnt to a crisp and he says, "Master, help me," and his eyes turn back blue for a moment. Because you can see him mouth it.
Yeah.
And we'll see it when it comes up, but kind of wish they would have kept that.
Yeah.
We think it was in that diplomatic packet. Sounds like riveting stuff.
Yeah. I was probably like Jelly the Month Club membership.
It said, look out for the landed Venator in the background. I must have missed that on Kashyyyk.
I do think it's wild that they land. Because Star Destroyers, like once they're in the air, right? Basically.
No.
Okay. I don't know if they can land or not. I didn't think they could.
I think this is the Star Wars film I would choose to watch for fun, but I think Empire is the better film. I think there's an argument for that for sure. For me personally,
this is it. Like
this is the sauce.
Hey, here's your guy.
Who?
You love Gree.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you do.
He's okay.
You love the silver helmet.
You keep telling me this.
You do.
I don't know where you got that.
You did, because you said it.
I think it's okay.
You when we got asked we have to make a clone tier list, you said Gree. I edited it. You were like Rex, Cody, Gree.
Oh, for a top 5 clones?
Yeah. He's like up there.
Did I say that?
Yeah, you did.
That's crazy.
I've edited that.
What a weird guy. That was past me. He doesn't count.
No.
I do kind of remember that now, though. Oh, here's these guys. The Kmart version of the Scout Troopers.
Yeah, I know.
I don't like their design.
Yeah, I don't like it either. Tarzan yell.
Yeah.
In like 3.
I always
2,
love this.
1.
These things are cool. When we do ground assault vehicles, I'm excited for that. They're like
the snail vehicle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had a Lego of it.
Come on, Yoda. Dude, we're talking about lighting.
This scene with Anakin and Obi.
Guys,
Yep.
this. Oh my gosh. So they're both in the shadows, guys. Look at this. This is crazy.
Albo, I think I would have enjoyed that. If they would have kept that in, the subplot about Anakin, and because I do think that's a little it's kind of, there's no context for that when Obi-Wan arrives on Mustafar, but that's like half the reason he's upset, because he's like,
so they've been walking together this whole time in the shadows, right? And it's like, hey man, you're gonna be a good Jedi, and yeah.
what's ridiculous? I missed it.
What's the Boga is the name of the bird, it's the lizard that Obi-Wan rides. I thought that, look at this, guys. Obi-Wan goes into the light. May the Force be with you, and Anakin stays in the shadows.
So good.
It's
My man was cooking.
yeah. I thought that the species was Boga, but no, the creature's name is Boga.
Ah,
Like specifically. This is a good shot.
there's a good shot.
It's like the shark in Jaws.
Hey, if you guys want to watch the movie, if you really pay attention to the poster in the back, you can kind of see it.
What are you talking about?
Like if you look at the poster.
Oh, you can kind of see where we're at.
Yeah.
Hey, look at that. He's staring into the face of Jango Fett. How wild's that?
Have you noticed these are like all different dudes? Like look at the guy on the far right. That is not Tamara Morrison.
They weren't even trying.
Literally unwatchable.
Took me right out of it.
Frank, I don't remember the exact details of the cut subplot. I don't think that Obi-Wan would ever do that. I just like the idea of Anakin thinking that was going on.
It's
And it all being a big misunderstanding.
So Palpatine tells Anakin that that's happening.
Yeah, and that's not actually happening.
No,
right?
it's not. But it's the fact that it's this. It's all stemmed from this conversation right here that we didn't see. That, but in the deleted scene, it was there.
Him and his Game Boy.
No, that's a PSP, friend.
That shape is a Game Boy shape, brother. I don't know what.
Okay. He came by this morning.
Yeah. Me making a horror movie reference, did I? Okay, a couple of you guys. What's the Jaws reference here?
I said
did it.
Jaws. That the shark, or they look like the shark going over the camera, the Venator.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
that was all. Because, like, the couple times you see Jaws, he's cruising over the camera, but you haven't seen Jaws.
I've not seen Jaws.
If we were remaking Jaws, I'd cast you as the shark.
What? Why? What does that mean?
I'm just being silly. I think you're that good of an actor.
That could be a shark.
Yeah. The shark.
Okay. I've not seen it, so evidently, like this is I was born for the role. See, I noticed we got a comment on our when I posted that our Rot Strikes Back teaser to Instagram, and someone said, "I feel like that was an actual conversation you had about the grilled cheese." I'm like, "This see what it is? It's just he says stuff sometimes."
I'll be real. I do sometimes just say things that come to my mind, and I don't really think about the consequences.
This was the opening of the DVD menu.
One of them. I love this sound.
So good.
It's a good sound.
So good.
Hey, look. If only the Grand Inquisitor looked like these guys.
Yeah.
Kenobi would have been peak.
That's all it had to do. Hey, you know what? I think that's coming in our friend Pixel Joker's edit that he's doing.
That would be nice. I mean, when you got the design, it's right there.
Can you rate my Rot's art? DM it to us on Instagram.
Yes, we could do that.
I'd like to see it.
Yeah.
Thousands of battle droids. Good stuff.
Yeah. This movie flies.
It does.
That is the nice thing about it.
It zooms. It'd be zooming like a Jedi Interceptor.
Yeah. I know you've gotten mad at me for saying this, but it reminds me a lot of how Spider-Man 3 moves. Like, because there's so much
I
like.
got mad at you for that?
Yeah, because you're like, this movie's nothing like Spider-Man 3. Then I'm like, stings, doesn't it?
Gonna cry.
Yeah. I think it's just because there is so many action beats like scattered throughout this movie and and the Spider-Man.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Lightsaber colors tier list. Oh, here, I'll do it right now. Blue, red, green, S tier. A tier, purple.
Amethyst.
Excuse me, amethyst. White, probably A tier. Black, high B. I like it, but only for that one thing. And then obviously, yellow, bottom of F.
What about orange? Valen Skull.
Is that
Shin
like
Hati.
reddish orange?
Yeah, that Shin Hati uses.
That's a B. That's maybe a middle B.
Who's your favorite Separatist leader?
I mean, my boy Newt, he's kind of fun.
He's my favorite.
Does Dooku count?
No. These guys.
Out of these homies right here?
Yeah, these guys.
What happened
You
to
got,
Wat Tambor?
Yeah, Poggle. He's there. Poggle the Lesser. What about him?
Poggle's not bad.
Yeah.
Doing the Death Star and everything.
Yeah.
You guys ready? Here it comes. Do it with us. You all know what to spam in the chat. Just wait. It's coming.
Are we doing both sides? Are we doing all of it?
We're going to do the beginning. You
Okay.
guys do the second part.
Gotcha.
Here it is. You ready? Hello there. You guys? Ah, yeah. You guys understood the assignment. Thank you.
Would have liked to have seen this fight scene.
I know. Although this is kind of funny.
I like it. Shows that he's resourceful.
Well, it just really makes Obi-Wan feel like a Jedi master.
Yeah, no, he can take care of business. Dude.
There's a beating.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
was going to say, you can see his organs in there. I'm sure we all know this. But like these two droids in the background.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Traded your Jedi arts by Count Dooku.
Yeah, well, my Padawan killed Count Dooku. Look at these battle droids right here. Hey, he nudges him. Check this out.
They're like, oh, look at it. I have never noticed that.
Oh,
before.
really?
No.
Okay, yeah.
I love the beginning of this, but then Obi-Wan just schools him.
Yeah.
Like so quick. I wish that it would have lasted a little longer. That's good, John. That's one of my favorite BTS Ewan McGregor moments. And then General Grievous's theme.
Dum dum boom 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 boom. Yeah, he is holding Anakin's lightsaber.
Yep.
That's annoying.
But again, Obi-Wan's that Jedi master. He got that dog in him. You know what I mean? Look at him.
If he needs to.
I don't think Obi-Wan misses a beat this whole movie.
I mean, he's got to be the legend that we, kind of hear about in episode 4.
Yeah, the older I get, I love Obi-Wan more and more.
Yeah,
He's great.
He's probably my favorite, like, true Jedi.
Yeah.
Yeah. Octopus droid, or the octo droid, right? No, what are the crab droids?
And this shot,
It's sick, dude. Look at him.
seeing the texture on his face.
And the reflections in his eyes.
Oh,
Come on, Grievous. I do hate this, though.
the spider?
Yes. That.
Why?
How he, like, walks and then he, like, weirdly snakes up there. I don't know. I'm
I
just
think it's nice. It makes him seem so droid-esque,
Yeah.
you know? Intellectually, I know Grievous isn't real, but every time I watch this, he feels so tangible. His and Yoda's CG holds up. I agree. Looks awesome. Obi-Wan, 100% dog, 100% Jedi. Facts. You like his wheel bike?
Yeah.
Does that count as a ground assault vehicle? Are we
Yeah.
gonna rank that? Okay.
We can put it in there. Are we gonna put Boga in the ground assault vehicles?
Yeah, maybe.
We
He
need a
counts.
creature tier list.
I know that's
Yeah.
up there.
That would be cool.
So many tier lists. Too.
I know. So many tier lists. So little time.
Just happened to fall right in front of Commander Cody. Oh, look what I bought today, guys! Check this out. Hey, this butts right up to Siege of Mandalore. But yeah, look at this. I found this in Walmart. How about that? Perfect time, I thought. I was like, it's
Gotta get it.
fate.
Just
The
had
will
to
of the
get it.
force, if you will.
I always thought it was weird that Ayla's here.
Really?
She's not a master, is she? Is
I
she
don't
on the
think-
council?
I don't know.
think she is. Just think it's weird that she's just part of all the conversations.
Mace Windu always annoyed me in this scene. I sense a plot to destroy the Jedi.
No, duh.
Never liked Mace Windu. He's such a jerk.
Yeah.
And especially with the companion scene to this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, citizen. Like, get out of here, Mace. And how brazen how brazen is Palpatine here?
Death Star.
You know, the movie's been good, but it's about to get real good. Man, Palpatine just expertly just...
Yeah. Playing him like a fiddle.
Hello, hello, Daybreaker. Couldn't resist the celebration. Yeah, hey, jump in.
Water's fine.
Put your time code up on the... Line it up with the timer, and
Yeah.
we're about ready to see
Here's where the fun begins.
Palpatine's face get melted. It's going to be a good time.
No, we got a little ways before that.
Yeah, but it's we're gearing up.
Mm-hmm.
Guessing Ahsoka's fighting Maul about right now. Yeah, probably. Probably about there.
No. Is she? Because I thought that that's even before that they say that Obi-Wan has defeated General Grievous. Still in like episode 2.
Oh,
No.
so we're getting close then. I think she maybe fights Maul about the same time Palpatine's fighting Mace. Somewhere around there.
No, because she's on the her Star Destroyer, and she hears that conversation happening.
Yeah, but how? Okay.
Yeah.
I just don't know how far away that is when she's on the ship. Like how long?
I don't know. Where she's sitting there.
So she does have to be fighting Maul about right now.
They're in hyperspace. She's sitting there.
I know, but I'm like,
Yeah.
how long ago was that?
Oh. I know they bring up that Obi-Wan has engaged General Grievous. I
Yeah,
remember that.
Well, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This is great too. I like how they play Anakin a little. I like how he's still the good man here.
Mhm.
You know.
Yeah. He's trying to do the right thing. Until he brings up his wife. John, I really like that movie.
I do too. It's a great movie.
Yeah. Yoda the Sith Lord.
Imagine what's going through Anakin's mind right now, especially like with Clone Wars. You know,
Mhm.
like, oh my gosh, was you the whole time?
No way.
I wonder if a part of him knew. You know, like deep down, if he
No.
sensed it. But
No.
like he's running back, like all these moments in his mind, like, oh, makes sense.
No, but because I think that's what makes Palpatine different than all the other Sith. That he's able to do that. He can mask himself. He's just the master manipulator. And that's why, Yoda can't fight him. Yoda's
Here. The reveling again, where he's just
Yep.
letting the dark side emanate from
Yep.
him.
Can feel your anger. Gives you focus.
And you hear that voice.
I know. Him throwing his voice is like a master class. It's crazy.
And he's so confident. Like,
Yeah.
look at that. He's not shaking at all.
Nope.
It's so good.
I mean, he even says too, he's like, you're going to go take me in.
We might have missed the shot, but I think there's a shot when they're talking where it looks like Palpatine's ready to grab his saber.
Yes. He's ready to pop it if he needs to.
I think this is all going to fail. Then if he's got to kill Anakin, he will. You think Anakin could have beat him right there?
Right there. He's got a decent shot. He's a better shot here than he does if he went and fought him on Mustafar, I think.
if he's got a better shot.
I think he has a
there.
better shot now than if you took him and plucked him from Mustafar.
Yeah, because I think the dark side actually, like I've heard Nick Gillard talk about
it
this.
hinders him.
Yeah, because he's more powerful, but he's like drunk, basically.
It's true.
And so he
And
stumbles.
Then, yes, and then too the whole like it's not. Hey, that looks like a miniature.
So good.
I think too that like when you dedicate yourself to the dark side, your powers are different. Like the power scaling's different now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mac Man. Appreciate that. Wait, Palpatine is Sidious? I know. Sorry to spoil it for you guys.
News to me.
We're all finding this out together for the first time. What's this thing called? The soulless one? The ship?
Yep, that's his little ship. How fitting. You think General Grievous has a soul?
I don't know. It's like that's another ship of Theseus question right there.
Exactly. Oh my.
This always freaked me out as a kid.
It's insane.
Like all the meat kind of falling off there.
Yes,
Like,
I was going to say, all of his innards are just chilling right there. You'd think that they'd be more protected.
He's kind of not well designed.
Who? Yeah. I mean, well,
like from a
I
practicality standpoint.
Yeah, I think the theory is that like he uses like scare tactics and stuff like that. He's not supposed to be in like open combat with things. I always thought this was intense.
It was. And there's a figure. It was an exclusive figure of him with the eye, a fire coming out of his
where
eyes.
I'm just like, my goodness. Obi-Wan just won't stop shooting him. Had to make sure. Gosh. Is that how you felt when you were eating that pizza roll earlier?
A little bit. Yeah, it was pretty. Had a lot of spice. Lower a lot of temperature. Right?
Yeah. Well, uncivilized, Mac man.
Obi-Wan does what he's got to do, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, here's something that's always bothered me. It's coming up. When Mace says no, you can. He's clearly saying something else.
Really?
Yeah, watch his mouth. Again, loved how this movie. Action scene, big opera. Another big action scene. So good.
When's he say no?
It's coming right here. See?
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Yeah, he says like a whole sentence
yeah,
right
he
there.
says something else there.
Anybody read lips? Let us know. Which that makes sense because Anakin was there in the original filming. He was already there.
Yeah. Standing in the light.
He's trying.
It's interesting.
He's trying.
Yeah. Oh, we're having pizza rolls, Dayburger.
Yeah, and they're about gone. How
Yeah,
about
we're
that?
doing a good job. Dude, you're talking about stage play, epic
Yeah.
opera.
This is it,
This.
man. And you could see it. Like
Yeah,
on
that
one
you don't
side of
even
the
need-
stage, you have Padme, and on the other side of the stage, you have Anakin, and like the music is gonna swell.
Yep.
You think so, Kate? What part?
A lot of it's really good. We'll talk about it.
And then the music here too.
Dude, it's insane. And then too that like no words.
Yeah.
Just looking back and forth.
And
across.
everybody's acting their butts off here too.
Yeah.
They should. Whenever people tell me that, oh, Hayden Christensen doesn't know how to act, this is the scene I point to every time. Look at his face, you know? Like that's what the dark side is. It's emotion. And that's what all of this was all about, emotion, like the force and how the emotion guides you and stuff. And like he's letting it all out here. And this is why he turns.
He makes that terrible choice.
Just don't make them like they used to. For real. Like I'm not
Look
just
at
saying that.
We got the tear.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
And the vocalizations.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. There it is.
Yeah, that tear. And like his lip quivering.
Yeah. He knows what he's got to do.
And then he turns into the darkness, away from the light.
Exactly. And 3PO is just,
It's so good.
It is.
I hate how underutilized C-3PO is. Bums me out.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just really like C-3PO. I think R2, this is like his movie.
Yeah.
I think Tross is C-3PO's movie.
Uh-oh.
Here he is.
Uh-oh.
Look at Kit Fisto. He gained weight too. He was also working out. This is where it really gets real.
I love the sound.
Oh, here it is.
Yeah.
Gosh.
The sound that.
So hype. I don't care what anybody says. I love that too.
I think it's cool. I think it could have been a different angle because you've seen the test where he's coming at the screen. Like that looks way cooler. Yeah.
He just wipes all those guys out like it's nothing.
Yep.
You know? Yeah, this isn't my favorite fight in the world, but I do love the weight of it.
Mhm.
You know, you can really feel that this is it. you
Yeah.
know?
Well, I mean, now all the, there's no going back at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah. We've been playing games up until this point.
Oh. Bill, I have always thought that he does, and I think that's what George says.
I don't think he
Mace
does.
wins.
I don't think he does. I'll argue that to the day. Like, I don't, yeah, I don't think he wins. I think that
I like if Mace wins, then it all really does come down to Anakin. If Palpatine throws the fight, then I think that lessens the impact of Anakin's choice, because then Palpatine could just win. You know, it doesn't matter. But if he really does lose this fight right here, then it is all the fate of the galaxy is up to Anakin's one choice here.
Yeah.
Like right there, I think Mace gets a
nah.
he kicks the lightsaber
does.
right out of his hand.
Yeah, I just don't think so. Guys, I know we've probably heard it 1,000 times, but just think back to the Dooku conversation.
Yep.
It's insane.
Yep.
It's mirrored.
And that's why Anakin makes the choice.
Exactly, because he even says,
Apparently what Mace Windu said was, we must move quickly. Interesting. So that would have been, him coming with. It's so, and gosh, Ian is like, this is his best scene.
mm-hmm.
I'm putting this up to a poll because I'm curious your guys' opinion.
Who wins in a fight?
Whoops.
This is insane.
And this, how it mirrors Return of the Jedi.
Yeah. So Anakin knows that Palpatine's the Sith Lord, right? At this point.
Yeah.
He knows. And then listen to Mace's response here in a second. Right here.
Yeah, and this is what makes the final
Yep.
choice. He realizes
He's too dangerous to be left alive. That's what Palpatine said about Dooku.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's what pushes Anakin over right
Yep.
there. It's all your fault, Mace Windu.
It doesn't help, but he can't see. Vape pad, baby. That's what's going on.
There it is.
Yep.
And then this right here,
Yep.
the shot of Palpatine, the unlimited power, because he won all of the risks he took in this movie up to this point.
Makes it worth it.
It's like you can feel everything. I don't know. It's like it's hard to put into words.
I love the thunder here.
Yeah,
That it's just like, dude,
a dark cloud just came over the
galaxy is shifting now.
Yeah. Oh man.
And I love this too. I love the drop down. He drops his lightsaber.
Yeah. And Palpatine is just like, it's okay. You did it.
Yep.
You did it.
You done good, kid. You done good.
It really feels like, man, the devil won.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you could have seen the fall, this is what it would have looked like.
Mm-hmm.
Ian just eats the scenery in this part. Yes, he does it. It's so good. This is a top. This is like a top
these
5
sounds
moment.
he's making too.
I know the guttural, like
my buddy, when he met him, he asked, he was like, was that all you? And he says, yeah, that was me. They just intensified it and stuff like that. I was just making noises. And I'm like, that's amazing. And how his voice is different now.
Yeah.
It's just, oh my gosh.
Okay. Is that his real face, or was that Mace?
Yes.
Was that the actual lightning?
That's his face.
That's what I think too.
Yes. I think the lightning took down
He let the facade fall.
Yes. No, well, the lightning burned it off of him, but yeah,
Okay.
it took down his like shielding or whatever that he had. But yes, that's what I think that
That's
I
what
think that's how he
Palpatine looks like.
I
Yeah.
think that's what he does look like.
Yeah. Well, it's like his eyes for sure, right? So why not
Yes.
with the rest of the face?
Yeah.
What do you guys think in the chat there? Let us know.
That can be your next. It's 50-50 split or
Yeah,
no?
well, 53 just went up one more vote for Mace.
Well, that's cool. I'm sorry, guys.
Oh, right here. Right here it is. Oh, and then the music.
Yeah.
Now, is it in the novelization? Because I'm not caught up yet. Where it says that Palpatine was reaching out to the dark side to pull that.
That, like,
I think that even comes across there.
yeah. He's like the dark side, the dark side's like whispering to him.
And the shot of Yoda, man,
Yeah.
where he's like, "Uh-oh, something happened." And
I think
again,
balance shifts.
the
That's
hubris too. It's like if Yoda was there,
Yeah.
I think if Yoda's there with Mace, they beat him 100% and they stop it all.
You think so?
Yeah, if yeah,
I don't know. We know that Yoda can't stop him.
but together,
I don't know.
yeah, I think together they beat him. I still think that it was that Mace beats him.
Yeah. Well, the chat seems to agree with you.
Barely. I mean, it's
But
pretty split.
I think that eventually Shatterpoint fails, or not Shatterpoint. I think that Vapad fails eventually.
Yeah.
That's just me. That he'd be overwhelmed.
I guess I just keep it in my head canon specifically because it's like that means everything does come down to Anakin. You can't take Anakin out of the equation, because I don't like when people are like, Anakin, he's flawed. He was in the wrong. Like, he's blameless.
Mm-hmm.
No, he made the choice.
Oh, he did.
Made the worst choice.
Oh, yeah.
And the galaxy falling is his fault.
Yeah.
I think that not only was Palpatine's face fake, but like he was using the dark side to shield. Because look, he's like,
Yeah.
this.
Oh no,
right?
I was gonna say that it's his. I mean, doing that took a toll on him.
Yeah.
It's aging him.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Luke still feels the effects of getting even hit by Palpatine's Force lightning.
Yeah.
Afterwards.
It's just that, now the dark side can be out in the open. It
Yep.
doesn't need to hide anymore.
Exactly.
It's so good.
Again,
Thank you so much, MacMan, for the $1.99. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
Henceforth, you shall be known as Darth Sandhater. Funny stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I think if the fight had gone on, Mace would have won, but Palps threw in the moment. Interesting. And this too. Like, Palpatine is playing him in like even subtle ways here.
Yeah, it's talking about, hey, they're gonna go after the senators next, so we gotta.
Yeah, like you have to do this.
Yeah.
Like, it's not just about becoming powerful enough in
Yeah.
the dark side. It's like, well, next the galaxy's are going to fall because they're
Yeah.
going to go kill all these people.
I
so
love this shot.
it's amazing. I mean, the march
Yeah,
with Lord Vader.
yeah. Those are our boys in blue. Rex with him.
Like this shot of Anakin,
Yeah.
like with just the
It's so
tears
good.
in his eyes.
Yeah.
I don't think Yoda lost to Palpatine. It was a draw, but Yoda just fell. So I disagree.
no.
Yoda loses that fight.
Unfortunately, guess what? The bigger the light, the darker. The brighter the light, the bigger shadow it casts.
This guy.
Yeah, that's our
This guy in
boy.
the Star Corps.
Yep.
Good stuff.
No, that's Cody. This is 212.
My bad. Yeah, those are
It's
the
okay.
Star Corps on Volusia.
Yep.
Sorry, I'm a fake fan sometimes. Believing Anakin knew better as he's being manipulated makes this movie so much more complex. I agree.
Oh yeah,
He's so torn, and he's like,
oh yeah, no, he thinks he's like, the whole thing is when you're a. I don't think bad people think they're being bad. He's justifying
except for Palpatine.
Yes,
maybe.
that's different. That's different. But that's the whole thing is like he's still the hero of his own story. He's doing the right thing. I love how he looks here. Now he's just
So
like
good.
full emperor. When did he change?
This is my favorite Palpatine look.
That right there.
Yeah, because
Really?
I think he's still got the cloak on over the red.
Mm-hmm.
That's my favorite. I need to order that Hot Toys.
Did you see in Fortnite you can have the red?
Can you?
Yes.
And then this montage, man, with the
It's
music
insane.
and the screaming, and it's
Mhm.
like you could feel the weight of the darkness here.
Yeah.
You know, like they won, but they didn't win.
I was gonna say that the galaxy is shifting.
It's just so sad because they won the war,
Mm-hmm.
you know, but they still lose.
Yep. Hey, here comes my boy.
Kiadi Mundi, there's
No, the Clone
I
Commander
was about to say, Bakara and the
Yep.
Galactic Marines.
Yep. I think they're so cool looking. What's
Now it
going
just
on,
catches
guys?
them all off guard.
Yeah.
It's so sad.
It is sad.
It's really hard to, like I said, it's hard to put into words, man.
Mm-hmm.
And I agree with what somebody said earlier in the Happy Birthday Monday. Someone said earlier in the chat about how those scenes, those extra Order 66 scenes actually add to this. Because right now, you know, what all's happening? Like Keller and Beck's trying to save Grogu
Mm-hmm.
and Reva's getting stabbed.
Yeah.
You know, all that stuff is happening right
Allegedly.
Didn't we speculate that that didn't actually happen?
That's what I'm saying. Allegedly.
Yeah.
That it may have just been.
Hey, there's Plo Koon's
Oh, no.
Starfighter.
Guy, Plo's bros. The wolf pack, right?
Yeah. Makes you wonder where is Wolf? Did he help?
What are you guys doing?
Gosh, it's just. And this is not Adi Gallia. This is Stasi
Stasi
Ali
Mm-hmm.
in the Bad Batch. Yeah. I mean, also you're thinking about Ahsoka up there. I like this little moment though of light. The music shifts.
Yeah.
You see the Wookiees are still holding their own.
Yeah. War Juggernaut.
I mean, this really is. It do be being a Star Wars.
I was
right
about
now.
to say they warring on the stars right now.
You think Yoda's gonna make it?
I think so. I think it's a good chance he's got this. Cold, man. Cold.
So, man. Truly heartbreaking.
Mhm.
Cal Kestis as well. Yeah, there's so
Yeah.
many, right? It's interesting to think about how widespread it was. I will say,
Too many lived.
no, I just don't like that that's Chewbacca.
Why?
It's just one of those weird, like, we got to get him in here.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know. And then here's the moment.
Yeah.
Part of me hates that this has been memed to death because this is really the apex of Anakin's darkness. And it's like,
It's
what a thing to put in the movie, you know? Like how evil this is. Like just like he's doing all this to save his child.
Yeah.
By destroying the lives of all these children. It's
Mhm.
just again, you can think Anakin is like his heart's in the right place all you want, but
no, it's not right.
yeah, I mean evil.
Mhm.
Evil, evil, evil.
Guys, it's Jimmy Smith.
And seeing that shot of Padme crying, that always got me as a kid.
Mm-hmm.
I think Natalie Portman really acts that well.
Mm-hmm. Again, you're not the bad guy of your own story.
I always thought it was wild that Oppo points the blaster at him.
Yeah. I mean, this is a big deal. This is
And this is so sad.
yeah.
Like Jet Lucas coming in here,
Just swinging it like a bat.
and then they just
Yeah.
execute him.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's important though for Bale's character, you know, to realize
see it. Yeah, and how serious this situation is. I think it's weird that he's not getting driven around. Andor shows me that all the politicians get driven around places, and he's just cruising. He doesn't care.
Oh, I know that, Frank, but there was a separation with them being the Tuscans because he viewed them as like
Animals.
which is still horrible, right? Because he's in tears, like I killed not the women but the children too.
Yeah, I was gonna say we didn't even get like even a clip of that.
Yeah,
That like we just saw males running at him, and then
yeah,
yeah,
it is evil.
mm-hmm. Oh, these Wookiees are dead.
Albo, I doubt it. Maybe though. Tarful from Jedi Survivor or Fallen Order. Which one is he in? I don't remember. Great games.
Fallen Order, right? Are anyone Kashyyyk in that game?
Yes, I think
Yeah.
it is Fallen Order. It's been a while since I played that game. It kind of makes me want to replay it. I think it has ROTS vibes a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Nice little Yoda theme in there. It's nice.
There's the Tantive.
Yep.
Setting those chess pieces for A New Hope.
I was gonna say Jimmy Smits is like, we gotta get out of here.
There it is, the interiors. Oh,
Yeah. Look at how clean it is.
I hate that they
Why does Captain Antilles look like Brandon Routh?
fright. You're not wrong. 100% agree with you there
What?
too. 212th Airborne Trooper. Good stuff. They just did a hot toy of that. Of that guy specifically, I think.
Yeah.
Obi-Wan's
Soulless
gotta
one.
fly the soulless one.
Yeah. Walking over Grievous's corpse. Does not care. Look at that. Did you see the fisheye on that? Yeah. Who says George doesn't have some sauce?
I agree with that, Payne. I wish we would have seen a little bit of Mon Mothma.
She's in
this.
deleted scenes.
I know. I just wish they
Yeah.
would have. I see why it's not in here. I don't know where you put it and keep the pacing of this
Yeah,
movie.
that's the problem. Is that like there's a lot of moving parts.
You think so, Fright? I think it's like, I think that's a pick your poison kind of thing. That's really hard because it's all, I mean, that's all the same guy. Adds a logistical issue with the filming. It is kind of funny with the knowledge of Clone Wars, how Obi-Wan's just kind of nonchalant about that. Like, yeah, my clones turned on me. What was that about?
So weird. I
don't
guess it is kind of green. I thought that was just like an off yellow.
Yeah, because there's toys of that.
Yeah. Here's my favorite shadow moment.
The
Right here. Oh man.
It's good.
Yep. Then he steps back into the light. Justifying it.
Again, we're back to that opera. You know, we're back to the opera.
Yep. I'm going to go in this war.
I said this when we watched Gendy's. I love Clone Wars, right? There is a part of me that just loves the simplicity of just these three movies on their own.
Yeah.
Without the added context. And I would say some baggage from the Clone Wars.
Yeah.
Because now, yeah, I mean, it's really fun to think about what Ahsoka's doing and all this other stuff. But I kind of like the simplicity of this story.
Yeah.
When it's just these three movies. And then, you know, the OC right after it.
No Gendy.
Gendy too, because Gendy keeps it simple.
Yeah.
As well.
Yeah.
And this is kind of a surreal shot, you know, when you watch EOT. Yeah,
It's like,
crazy.
dude, Yoda was on that. on that
Yoda was
ship.
on that ship.
Yeah. So was Obi-Wan.
You think that was the door Vader blew up?
Maybe.
There it is. There's that hero Kenobi.
Yep.
Do you guys want a series that takes place between 1 and 2? Yeah, I'm of two minds. I love Clone Wars and I love all the crazy like stuff we get. Of course, it's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I've said it many times, but Siege of Mandalore is like it's S tier Star Wars. So even though there's a part of me that likes the simplicity of just these 3 movies, heck yeah, I'd love a series between a 1 and 2. I want to see what young Anakin and Obi-Wan are getting up to before the Clone Wars. So I would love that.
Yeah.
You know what I would like? Here's a pitch. I would like, it's like a dual story where you're getting Qui-Gon and young Obi-Wan and young Anakin and Obi-Wan.
So then you could have some Dooku stuff in there too.
Yeah.
Yeah. That would be cool. I mean, you kind of get that with Tales of the Jedi a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So Tales of the Jedi season 2, basically. Yeah.
Mazamada.
Missed opportunity for him not to be an Andor, I think.
Yeah. He should have been the guy talking in the center.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll set up for the Death Star.
It's Jeremy Bullock flying the ship. He's the original Boba Fett.
Is it really?
Yeah, the guy in the suit. Yeah.
Is it really?
Mm-hmm.
Didn't realize that.
Yeah. We're getting attacked.
Dune Sea's always busy this time of day.
Dude, this music.
I know. It's so good.
It is.
And Mustafar.
Yeah. Well, here we go. Here's your Tumblr post right here.
What? My Tumblr? Oh,
Yeah.
about
About
R2.
R2. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wonder how Masameda didn't see Yoda and Obi-Wan in that call. It's like, hey, wait. Tilt the camera a little bit. I see some green ears poking out. R2 stayed with the ship.
Yeah.
And he never stayed with the ship again. Like if you cry every time.
That's why he follows Luke on Bespin.
Yeah.
Because the last time he was told to stay with the ship, his master didn't come back.
Yeah.
Guys, we were talking about parts that stick with you. The first time I watched this was like really powerful to me. Like insanely powerful.
I love the drop real quick here. Like everybody's cool with him.
Yeah.
They don't know that he's there to
Yeah.
execute them all.
Yeah.
I like the memes here about it's Ahsoka's conversation with Rex about not wanting to kill the clones, and then it's the hard cut to Yoda's lightsaber throwing it into that clone's chest.
You know, in the deleted scene, they're dressed up like Jedi, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's kind of silly. I'm glad they deleted it.
Mm-hmm.
You guys are great. What does he say? You guys are great soldiers, but would make terrible Jedi.
Mm-hmm.
Obi-Wan to like crack some joke.
It's Andor.
Another peak moment. I mean, we're just like, this movie's peak moment after peak moment. And this is another one right here.
It's good.
Like his speech. Oh, Nightfall Vader is S+. Hey,
He is
you know
cool.
what?
He is cool. There's just something about like that silhouette that he cuts when it's just like a hooded figure with a blue lightsaber.
I guess this is something I've never really thought about, but I've always wondered, again, with the added context of Clone Wars, like Obi-Wan's not really phased by the clones turning.
Yeah.
I wonder if it's because in this movie, he knows that there's something up with the Chancellor and it clicks with him. Like you don't see it on screen, but he's like, okay, that was the missing piece.
Yeah. So I've talked about it before, but it's the scenes that you're cutting back and forth between where So up until now, we see people get cut by lightsabers, and it's like a club. Like Luke hits them and they fall into the Sarlacc. In this, you can see he's slashing them. He's not even like killing them. He's just like maining them, and they're getting hot. Like you can like there, you see the hot. Like it's just like, oh my gosh. And then this, I even knew it was coming, but I was like, oh, like I was like, even though I saw it in the trailer, but like when that happened the first time I saw it, I was like, oh my gosh, like.
He's gone.
He's gone. Like he is like, I don't see him anymore. He really is Darth Vader at this point. Like that is like, you're talking about like this is what the fall would be like.
Yeah.
Like that is the fall of man. But yeah.
Yeah. I mean, really, that's why it's like this story is, I think it's kind of cringe when this word is used to describe media sometimes, but I kind of believe it here. The story is like, it's biblical. Yeah. It's that like heavy-handed moral, like, and I know what I've said on the show before. Some people are like, that's so cringe. I'm like, I don't care. This is like a mythical story. Yeah. Like the galaxy changing and altering and falling into darkness while our hero, the fall of man. Oh, so good. Hey, a huge thank you, Fright, for the 1999 super chat.
Thank you.
Can I just say you guys re-sparked my love for Star Wars these past few months? I'm very grateful for you guys and your passion. Well, thank you so much. That's
thank
so kind.
you. That's very kind.
I'm glad you're here rapping with us and yapping. That's what we do best. We just yap.
Yeah, we just hang out. We like what we like.
We like to like things over here, right?
Yeah.
Man, another scene that gets me is this one right here, where Yoda figured it out.
Yoda already knows.
That's what I mean. It's like Yoda knows and doesn't want Obi-Wan.
Hey, save yourself, man. Don't look.
Yeah. Because I mean, Obi-Wan knows too.
Yeah.
At this point, I'm sure he felt it.
Don't look through the DMs.
It is crazy.
All you're gonna find is pain.
It is crazy that Palpatine comes to the Jedi Temple after.
Well, you'll know when you read the book. There's a reason.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. There's a reason why Anakin went to the temple.
Why Anakin? You mean why Palpatine went?
No, why Anakin went to the temple in the first place. Fine, I'm just going to tell you.
No, don't tell me. I'll wait and read
my gosh.
You're going to spoil it.
I'm sure they want to know.
Read the book.
Oh my gosh.
But what do you mean there's a reason Anakin went to the temple? Like Palpatine sends him there.
No, but there's a reason why Palpatine sends him to the temple.
Okay.
Yes. See, people are like, Seth.
Don't see, but Macman says don't tell us.
But other people are, I want to know.
Hey,
do I listen to Frank or do I listen to Matt, man?
Twisted by the dark side, young Skywalker has become. This is an all-timer Yoda line right here, too.
Consumed by Darth Vader.
It adds a lot of weight to when Obi-Wan talks to Luke.
Yeah. I mean, that's how they look at him now.
I am not your failure, Obi-Wan. Dude, talk about peak Star Wars.
Yeah, sure, I guess.
Dude, that's great.
This is better, though, right?
Of course.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
That's also great.
Yeah. I'll be right back.
Okay, goodbye. He's leaving during the boring part. Look at that. Wow, you guys rarely just get me time. This is interesting. Anakin has turned to the dark side. Vote for spoiler or no spoiler. I don't want to be spoiled. I'm not putting a poll up for that. Just have to wait for Tales from the Archives or read the book. It's a good book. More space opera time. They did do a really good job with this lighting. Like, that had to be really hard to visualize all that with the backgrounds that you didn't know.
Were the backgrounds just all blue?
Let's talk some AC then. Oh man, Seth's already back. So
yeah, sorry guys, I ruined it.
Love your shirt. Thank you. I got this celebration. This art is. I wish they were sold out of the prints. I wanted a print so bad. In the middle of the Air trilogy, also good. When does that start up? We are, like I said, right now, from what I understand, it is the first week of June is when we will be doing, because that'll be the third week of Revenge of the Sith Strikes Back here when we're doing the book. So When done well, Fright. Absolutely. CGI is a great tool.
Mm-hmm.
Don't like
Shouldn't
it when
be a
it's
crutch.
I was just
Yeah.
about to say that. I hate when it's a
Yep.
crutch, but that I'm so sorry. And then this music. Dun, da, 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 da. Oh man. And then it's like
The
this movie
tear.
just keeps getting better.
Yeah,
It just,
because now look, he's in hell. Like I know that you're.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
like it's crazy the symbolism. Man has now fallen, and what is their prize?
I mean, and this
like-
isn't even grasping for straws or anything, because like there's those shots where it's like they're
Yeah.
matching biblical art.
Yeah.
You know, that famous one of Anakin, looking over his arm is
Yeah.
like that's a painting of Lucifer,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yes.
Oh,
And then two, this music.
the shot of him with the
cry-
cape. Oh,
crying.
whoop. Nubian. Ah. You know what that is?
Yeah.
A Watto jump scare for you guys. I was talking to him the other day on Saturday. Fun dude.
Does he sound like that?
No.
Okay. He's doing a voice.
Said he was supposed to be like a mafia leader. That's what he was going for.
Oh,
You know,
okay.
he was on set. Like actually on set. He wore this little like straw hat looking thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like
what,
these
he's
goggles.
doing the voice.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they had a little maquette. Like they knew he would be CGI.
Mm-hmm.
So they had a little model to get lighting references, but so people to act off of him.
He was just there doing the voice.
Never scare us like that again. Mind tricks don't work on me, only money.
The Senate.
The sun is setting on the Senate, Seth.
It's true.
Okay,
Well,
I know we're
Reese's
being
had
kind of
it.
like we're being some English teachery stuff here, but how much of that do you think was really intentional?
I think this was this was his last chance.
Yeah,
So I think that yes, I think everybody was firing on all cylinders with this movie.
I agree.
Yeah. It's good, Matt.
It's like
a good
here's
scene.
a hologram. Would it kill you?
No.
Andor.
Andor's got to have a screen.
We've been so mean to Andor during this. People were gonna think I don't like it. I know you hate it, but I love it.
What?
Yeah, I know you hated Andor, but I
I
love
don't
it.
hate it. It's just not my preferred. It's not very fun.
Not your flavor of ice cream.
It's like this. This isn't like I really like this. It's not my favorite flavor of ice cream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just like the Ewoks.
I just like Ewoks. You're
That's
right.
it.
Caravan of Courage, Battle for Endor. Those are the best Star Wars films.
Sounds like you had a great English teacher, Gabby. Albo, there are days it's mine too.
If I was an English teacher, my final would be one question. What didn't you learn in this class?
That's so stupid. What?
That would be my final. Is I would just be like, it'd be a piece of paper that just says, what didn't you learn this semester?
What a great quote, Reese's. Andor is a ribeye and a Baskin Robbins. Cooked with that line right there. But is that all you? Did you read that somewhere? That's good. I like that. It's like that meme with the pin that's right in the fire. Do you think they should have kept her trying to kill him? Like that she brought a knife with her?
No.
I kind of liked that.
Do you?
I just think Padme, she loses some of her energy.
But still, like, it recontextualizes all of this. Because she comes here trying to turn him, not trying to murder him.
I think it's a last resort. Like if I got to, because I mean, with all the deleted scenes, she also was trying to stop the rise of the Empire.
It's true.
So out of character for Padme.
Yeah.
I agree, but at the same time, I'm like, I wish she would have done.
I'm sure you've seen the
Something,
deleted
I don't
scene of
know.
the choke, right?
Yes.
Where he's like got her up, like.
Well, that's where I wonder if that would have happened. Like the whole scene would have to be altered. Like
Yeah.
with it existing how it is,
Yeah.
her whipping a knife out would have been crazy.
Yeah.
But a different approach, I think it could have worked.
Yeah.
I don't hate that it's not here.
Well, I mean,
It's
they
just-
at least
it's an
filmed
interesting
that,
idea.
or at least they had test footage of like
Yeah, the choke. Yeah,
of the choke, which is crazy. Also, he looks like a crazy person here, and I love it.
I know.
Yeah, like legitimately.
Like he's just smiling and
Mm-hmm. He's not confident in that, but he's saying that I know. I don't think he could, even at this point.
And that also, like, it's a through line from Attack of the Clones where they're talking about, you know, they're in the grass on Naboo.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna say too, it's a through line for Empire. It's join me. We can rule the galaxy as father and son. Well, we're gonna make things the way, like, that's all he's ever wanted, is a companion and ruling everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Drunk on the dark side.
Yep. Breaking my heart. That's sad.
No, Kate, don't get me wrong. This is definitely the better choice. I just think there's a world where that happened, and I would be intrigued to see how it happened. Just that shot of just the look up.
Mm-hmm. Uh-oh.
The music, gosh, chills. Literal just chills with this.
Guys, I think Anakin's Darth Vader.
Yeah. Like, we watched him, like, this dude kill the kids, that he's literally hurting his wife who's with his child.
The whole point.
The evil.
No, the whole point of this was to save her. And what did he do?
Yeah. Well, it's like, I know we couldn't go a stream without me mentioning, but it's like a Breaking Bad.
I thought you were going to be like, it's just like an Assassin's Creed Brotherhood.
No, it's just, I think it's like Walter White kept trying to justify his turn to Heisenberg, like, it was for my family. No, it wasn't.
Yeah.
You wanted an excuse to be drunk on power, and you found it.
Yeah.
I think there is, it's,
I think it starts like that.
And it's layered too. Like, of course, just like Walter, Anakin did want to save his family.
Yeah.
But he also was kind of looking for an excuse to be the master.
Well, and also to, like, not have that boring life, right? Because, like, he's got that kind of, he's got that boring.
But with
life.
Anakin's case, you know, he's not able to be the master. He's not able to have power, and it's like now he's being offered it, and he's using Padme as an excuse.
Yeah.
Never got why he chokes her. Kind of comes out of left field. It's like what everybody's saying here. He's like, he's drunk on power.
Well, it's true that I think too. It's like that he's showing her that, like, you know, you can't. I mean, he also thinks that she's in league with him.
Yeah.
At that point,
I think, oh, man,
this is so good. Now we gotta just shut up for the next 15 minutes because it's just insane.
The speed.
I know.
It's like two people in their prime.
I love this. I love the logo around the back. It's so cool.
It's like there's so many movements.
Mm-hmm.
And Yoda just like slamming the guards.
Yeah. Which, that's like Vader choking him in that deleted scene of Return of the Jedi.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I'm happy that got in there in a way. Masamada. What am I going to do?
He's like, I'm going to leave.
What do I...
Reese's, yep. Once again, cooking there. Reese's, you set a bar. Now every chat you're in, you're going to put in here, I'm expecting it to be on that same level. Man.
Well, isn't that crazy? He didn't even get his hands up in time.
Yeah.
Like Dooku, he like just palmed it. This is my favorite part of this fight. That's right, as they come in here. It's when he does that little spin around his back. It's so cool. I practiced that so much when I was little. That. Oh, I just think that's so cool looking.
It is cool.
He does the Dooku move
right here, right? I know.
Yeah, he's trying to do the Dooku move. That like,
Well, what it feels, this fight feels like every swing they're actually trying to kill.
Yeah.
In some of the fights,
Anakin's trying to kill him.
That's what I mean.
Obi-Wan's just backpedaling the whole time.
I think that in some of the other fights, it looks like they're just aiming for each other's lightsabers.
Yeah. I like this look for Palpatine.
This is one of my, this is also good.
It's cool.
Got tier list Palpatine's outfits.
We should juxtapose them to Padme's outfits.
Which politician from Naboo had more drip?
Exactly.
Another just great shot. It's so goofy, but at the same time, it's
not short enough.
It's just the little like, come get me, bro.
Yeah.
Look at this confidence Yoda's got.
I know. I love the sound.
Oh,
Like, it's so cool how it shoots out of his wrist.
oh man.
It's
This is like one of my, maybe my favorite final act in any movie ever.
it's real good.
Just the cutting back and forth
Mhm.
between them.
Yeah.
This.
Oh, well, look at the lightsabers. They switch. I can't help but see it. Obi-Wan's lightsaber.
Yep.
Anakin's lightsaber.
Yep. 'Cause
Anakin's
They
lightsaber.
were supposed to. They
Yeah.
were supposed to grab each other's sabers at
Yeah.
one point. Yep.
Sorry, I can't unsee it.
Well, it all goes back to that thing.
This reminds me too much of WWE.
Yeah.
Also, yeah, like that is like a crazy way to take a clothesline.
Well, it just reminds me of like I've said it now many times here that about feeling over logic sometimes.
Mhm.
Like you can just know, like in the edit, they're like,
Yeah.
oh, that part didn't really work where they swapped lightsabers, but maybe this shot did and this shot did.
Yeah. Another moment in the theater, that shot, I was just like, he's so small
Yeah.
in this giant room. Like, I remember thinking that.
Well, he is the Senate.
Yes,
you know,
he
right?
is.
And
Well, I
that's-
mean, that wasn't even a joke yet. But
no, I
yes,
mean, I'm not even saying that as a
it's
joke.
true,
It's
yeah.
like that's part of this
Yeah,
here, you know?
It's true.
Is Yoda's confidence his undoing?
Yes.
Yes.
Your arrogance blinds you.
This
And-
moment, I hate people that clown on it, or I hate that people clown on it.
Yeah.
The swinging, it's because they're trying to match their own momentum. I've watched Nick Gillard explain how, I think it was in his interview with the Star Wars Time Show, actually, that all the spinning was because these things had basically no weight.
Yeah.
And you needed to maintain, like a master of this style of sword fighting would need to maintain their momentum somehow.
Yeah. I've heard it also described. I can't remember what it's called. It's like a saber something or a sword something. I'll look it up in a minute. I need to watch this. This is the music. Dude.
And you get the cover. You get the cover art here in a minute.
Yeah. The music.
Gosh. And then as it cuts back and forth.
Palpatine's laughing and literally just throwing these things. It's like, what did we miss? Like, what is going on?
Well, it's like he's destroying the Senate. It's like all
Exactly.
the symbolism and everything. That's what I mean. It's a myth.
Yep.
It's epic and like in the truest sense of the word.
Yep.
A candle in the void there.
Literally.
And what can a candle do in the void?
It's true.
He could try.
Again, the stronger the candle, the stronger the shadow.
He's trying to prop it back up. Gosh, it's so good. So good. The last two High Council members reduced to mere assassins. Throwing the Senate at Yoda in every way, right? I agree, Reese's. People do rip on Yoda's fighting too much. I think it's awesome. I think that
I
the
don't like it
reason
against Dooku. I like it here though.
I guess I mean more like in concept, people have an issue with like Yoda fighting in general. Like, what does Yoda have a lightsaber?
He doesn't need one. Is that what they're saying?
Well, it's just comparing how he is an empire.
Yeah.
Like a war does not make one great.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, this is how he learns that lesson.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's like we see
This
him
is
before.
younger and dumber him. Yeah.
Like he realizes that, 800 years of hubris. This is what happens.
Well, the book does explain that like 800 years of training against not this type of Sith.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
where that idea comes from. Is
Yeah.
that from that book?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I've got a sec.
Yoda keeps trying to duel with lightsabers, and Palpatine is using anything and everything he has to use in his advantage instead. Yes.
It's his size too. It doesn't help.
I mean, yeah, you're right, though. It's like the Jedi spent all this time learning how to fight Old Republic Sith.
Yep. And guess what? We got sorcerers.
Yeah. Like this little droid here, like, I don't know what to do. I'm leaving. Then here we're about to get the cover art. You guys ready? It's when they fall down here and meet their swords clash. Right there. That's it.
So good. He's so scary looking.
Yeah, I know. He's got that like just swagger. And
Yeah,
then there's
he's
the
gonna-
explosion. This is it. The galaxy is lost. Poor little Yoda. I always thought he looks so small.
Yep. He does.
What can he do? pure aura. The droids are like, I don't get paid enough for this. Right?
They do not.
Do you think Palpatine actually cared about Anakin here? I know he did as a tool, obviously.
I think that to a degree, because I think that he cares a little bit about his rule of two. He needs an apprentice because that's the way of the Sith. That's the way that it's, how things should be done.
I just always thought the way that Ian delivers the lines and how he like kneels next to him on Mustafar, like I feel like he kind of cared a little bit about Anakin.
Well, I think he also has to keep him alive. That's the
I know that's his main goal, but it's not done in anger though. Like if he just was like, oh, you're a tool, and while I have to come save you, I feel like it would have been delivered differently, like with a little bit more rasp, perhaps. But he's so tender with him. Like, I sense Lord Vader is in danger. Like, do you actually care like a little bit about him? Yeah, he probably does on some level. Yeah, I think it's mostly for selfish reasons, but I think there's a part of him that just does look at him like a son in some ways. It's just always struck me about how he delivers those lines.
There it is. What's it called? What that thing is called.
Here it is again. The chanting. He was originally his father, wasn't he? Kind of. I mean, it's like in the book, at least the Plagueis book, the way it's described is like,
it's called the circle parry and fencing.
Oh, okay.
That's what
circle parry.
A circle parry and fencing. That's what they're doing basically. So they're trying to find an opening. So they're trying to match up their movements. So there is no opening, because if they're off, then one of them can stab the other. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway.
Seth, you're thinking of flourishing. There you go.
Oh. Isn't flourishing isn't flourishing like what Dooku does?
Oh, I don't know.
Flourishing his blade. Yeah.
That is awesome, David. Recently got a volcanic rock from Mount Etna in Sicily. Dude, a bucket list item. I need that now.
That's cool.
I've been needing an excuse to go back to Italy. There it is.
Well, we got to eat some garlic bread.
Yeah, man. It's so good. Garlic bread in Florence. No, it's like garlic bread here. That Texas toast from Walmart just
that ain't it.
Doesn't hit the same anymore. You know?
Oh, shoot.
Okay, we didn't finish answering. What did I miss there? Oh, but Reese has asked about how he was his father. Yeah, so in Plagueis, they explain that they Sidious and Plagueis try to manipulate life with the Force. So basically, the Force fights back.
Yes.
So in a way, Palpatine is kind of, and that was deleted from an early screenplay.
And then
where
also
Palpatine has that moment where he's like, "I am your father."
When Anakin goes in between, when he is, it's in the Vader comic, when he goes in with Darth Mobin.
Oh yes,
that like you see Padme and
the tuning fork.
Yes, exactly. That when he builds Mustafar, basically, or builds his castle. It's a big tuning fork, and he sees
Palpatine with like his hands
over
around
Shmi. Yeah, that like he was instrumental in the creation. But I think that takes away a little bit of the myth.
Well, I don't think it's not really confirmed.
Yeah, I think it's just something implied.
I love that shot right there. Yeah. That profile shot of Anakin blocking the saber. Here it is.
This is it. Grilled cheese time.
Remember, Anakin, I have the high ground.
Hey, fun fact for when you read the novel, this is not what happens at all.
Yep. I bet it's probably some more of the original intention behind the fight. I mean, I've also listened to that from Nick Gillard talking about it. Like that cold move right there. Well, I don't know, it's not really cold, I guess. It's pretty hot.
Yeah.
I really wish the help me was still here.
Yeah.
Albo, it's hard to say. I mean,
what?
Yeah. But I like how the climax of this fight is more this. Like seeing Anakin's broken face, his broken body, and Obi-Wan's broken spirit. You know, like that's ultimately.
What did he say? I'm sorry.
He asked if would you prefer the original concept of how Obi-Wan beat Anakin?
Oh, like pulling the lightsaber, and cutting his legs. Yeah, and you can have the extra context with like Darth Maul, where
Yeah.
it's like, you know, because Obi-Wan did that move to Darth Maul.
Right.
Yeah.
Jojo, the original concept was basically they both were fighting along the banks, and Anakin gets Obi-Wan by the neck and is like choking him, like actually choking him with his hands.
Yeah.
And there's right here in a moment, you see him say, "Master, help me." No, I'll get back to the concept in a second. It's just so, gosh, powerful. It's right. Wait, right here? Did we miss it already?
I was going to say, I think he just screams.
You see his mouth move. I don't remember. It's in one of those shots. I've seen like people like they do close-ups of it and you can see it. Ah, so good. Scared me as a kid as well.
Dude, no, it's insane. Like, it still is terrifying.
And again, it's like that darkness is probably just on the level of the darkness in Andor, but it's like we build to this.
It's true.
And so it's with that
and you know it needs
of,
to happen though too, because it's like it's the galaxy getting revenge on all the things he's done.
Yeah.
Yeah. So his now outside is reflecting how his inside is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's just can't enjoy that sunny day without the rainy ones. It's like this is the rainiest day. So anyway, Jojo, to finish that out, he has Obi-Wan like this choking him out, and he has a line where he's basically relishing in his victory a little too early, because then Obi-Wan calls his lightsaber and with like one sweeping move cuts the hand that's choking him and his legs off at the same time.
And so he just falls basically.
Yeah, then he just falls.
Yeah.
But go check out, I believe that's in Star Wars Time Show's interview with Nick Gillard. They were the first ones to do an interview with Nick Gillard for like he hadn't done anything like that in 15
George
years.
changed it.
Yes, George literally changed it on the day. I don't know why, but they had all of that rehearsed and he changed it the day of filming. I think the high ground thematically makes...
Well, it shows his like hubris.
And it's literal. It's like Obi-Wan has the moral high ground, you know. So it's pretty on the nose. Hey, we forgot this ship in our tier list. It's basically the Havoc Marauder.
I was about to say, that's what the Bad Batch fly around in.
Yeah, it's basically the same ship.
Yeah. Its wings move, so, you know.
S tier.
I'm a hoe for it.
And the next 20 years are all rainy days for the galaxy. Yep.
It's true. Look at how far he's gotten up from the bank, though.
Yeah.
That's why his eyes are yellow. You know what I mean? His hate is keeping him alive.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's just so good. It's just so good. And then my favorite scene hasn't even happened yet in this movie.
Mm-hmm.
But see right here where he kneels down next to him?
Does. Like,
there's something about that, right?
The novel, like, he's keeping him alive. I mean...
I just mean, like that touch of the head.
Yeah.
I feel like he cares about him a little bit.
I think he does.
In some twisted way.
Yeah,
you know?
I think he does, to a degree. They're in this together at this point.
This is great, too.
The kids should have been born on Dagobah. It's my thought.
I hate how they cut out Qui-Gon's dialogue here in that deleted scene. It's in the comic.
Mm-hmm.
If you guys didn't know, while Yoda's meditating there, like Qui-Gon's speaking to him.
Mm.
Have you ever seen that deleted scene?
Maybe at one point.
Yeah, it's like it's actually Liam Neeson's voice.
What's
like,
he talking about?
About how like he can become one with the Force.
Oh, gotcha. I guess it kind of, you know.
Well, you remember in Attack of the Clones, he hears his voice briefly there too.
Anakin, no.
And he's kind of confused about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
With the context of Tross Reese's, probably. I don't think Palpatine, like you mentioned the rule of two. I think Palpatine, like his master Plagueis, had no intention of keeping the rule of two. It was all for him.
Well, I think he still needs to adhere to the dark side as a whole, if that makes sense. So I think that's why he needs to have an apprentice because he doesn't want the Force to push back.
I see.
That's kind of where I'm at. And, you know, there's still 2 Jedi. There are 2 Sith.
That's
there is
true.
Balance.
That is a great point as well, Jojo, what you just said there. I agree with that. It said that Palps used a light side power to help keep Anakin alive when he touches his head. I think that's really interesting. It's just, I don't know. There's just something to that has always fascinated me. Like you have this person who is like the epitome of evil. And yet, and in some twisted way.
Hey, look, the Imperial logo.
I know. He kind of loves Anakin. This is my favorite scene in this movie. The back and forth.
Mhm.
I've always hated this though. That his mouth doesn't move while you hear him scream.
I mean,
That's always
maybe
bothered
he's
me.
just making noises.
I don't know. Maybe
Okay.
that's always bothered me though.
Mhm. Dude, everything is unsanitary.
Yes, Steven. I mean, he does talk about it, but like, have you ever read Plagueis? That's more where my context is coming from, because Plagueis is like, he talks to Palpatine a lot about the rule too, but ultimately that's not their goal. Their goal is to be like the rule of one with the both of them, basically. Because the rule of two is like understanding that your apprentice will eventually take over.
Exactly. That you will.
And I don't think Palpatine had any intention of training his apprentices to that point. Maybe
be able to kill him.
Maybe before Anakin gets busted up.
Mhm.
But even then, I don't know.
Do you
That's funny.
do you adhere to the idea of his lips moving here?
Yes.
It says, "Help me, Padme."
Oh, I thought you were going to say about.
Oh no! Watch his lips.
By the
as
way,
it
that's
comes
another thing.
Watch right here. It says they go down. It looks like he says, "Help me, Padme."
Oh,
And it sounds like it's almost like you can hear it a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
The collar's missing in that first shot. Have you ever noticed that with Darth Vader while they're lowering the mask? The
No.
collar's not there.
Huh.
This peak. And of course, I don't know if it's ever been officially confirmed, but Palpatine's siphoning Padme's life source.
No.
Yes, 100%.
No.
You don't agree with that?
No, not at all.
Really?
She's dying of a broken heart. He choked her.
I think that's part of it, but I think Palpatine's doing it because the ability to cheat death is like
He says he doesn't know how to do it.
he's lying.
No, that's why I want you to read the book. That's why he went to the temple. It's in the book. Yeah.
Okay, but the book, like, I don't get me wrong. I know the book is great.
Yeah.
But the movie's the movie, and that's the hard.
I'm just letting you know. Just letting you know. He straight up says he doesn't know how to do it, but together they can figure it out.
Well, but like any Faustian agreement, which that's what Anakin made, was a deal with the devil to save his wife.
Put it in the chat. I don't care. Ask him.
See, Gabby's agreeing. Okay, I'll make it a poll.
Yeah.
But this is
He's never looked cooler than right here.
I
in my
agree.
opinion.
This is the coolest.
This is the
Vader.
coolest he's ever looked.
Yep. And that's that shot of him coming up. That's an all timer.
Yep.
Okay, I'm starting to pull with this. I agree with that too, Gabby. I agree with that too. Especially with the deleted scenes of her starting the rebellion. I think, of course, she loved Anakin, but I think that the part of the Faustian agreement here about saving Padme, being able to create life, you have to take life to do it. That has to be the agreement. And gosh, James Earl Jones killing it here as well.
Yep.
And Vader, just the rage.
Yep. In the Charles Soule comic, he throws Palpatine like against the wall, and then Palpatine goes, "You'll never touch me again."
I've seen that. Yeah.
Legit.
Yeah.
It's legit.
Yeah, when Padme dies, Vader is born. Even if that's not like Palpatine siphoning, the storytelling there is amazing. Just the parallel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that is Hayden. And they made him top heavy, specifically like the helmet's heavy.
Awkward.
So he was awkward when he walks.
Yep.
For the sake of my Star Wars unks, I choose both. You've been called many things.
Were your unks?
I did see a comment one time. It was on our Range Trooper short that we put out. It was Range Trooper versus Snow Trooper. And somebody's like, Unk's going nuts about the Snow Trooper here talking about you. It made me laugh so hard.
Unk's going nuts. Oh, man. Man, has no one picked no?
Training. See, this is why I wish the Qui-Gon would have talked to him.
But then it's already, what's the point of having this conversation? Because the audience already knows.
Yeah, but we know everything that happens in this whole story, Seth. So what's the point? 62% say yes. How many votes? Oh, it's not going to tell me. No, 16. Okay. Captain Antilles. Do you know at one point Bale Antilles? That was like
He looks like Brandon Routh.
he does kind of, doesn't he?
Yep. But R2, he keeps his memories.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Didn't that wipe right there?
I know, it's awesome. This is heartbreaking.
It's so heartbreaking. And then Tales of the Jedi button up to this. I actually kind of like that.
I know, because she's got to be everywhere. You know, everywhere.
I think it makes sense for this.
Sure,
She
I
was
guess.
friends with Padme.
Yeah, okay.
Luke and Leia being born at the same time as Vader. You can see all Padme's family that got cut out of the deleted scenes as well. Jar Jar, who has no dialogue.
He does. He says, "Excuse me."
Oh, he does in
Yeah,
this?
in this movie, yeah, at the very beginning.
Oh, yeah. And then when they arrive on the
This is the
Coruscant.
thing that gets me.
I know, her holding the necklace.
Yes.
Gosh. It's one of the best tragedies I've ever seen. Where they've all lost their color, and now the V-wings look like TIE fighters.
Yeah.
In this final moment here, the parallel between this and Phantom Menace.
Where's Krennic?
Yeah, he should be around here, right? Have you heard that this is actually the Death Star 2? Have you heard that?
But it doesn't even. It's so much more complete than the Death Star 2.
Yeah, but we don't see it from that other side. I've heard theories that they're building both at the same time.
Yeah, they are building both at the same time, but still,
This shot right here,
it's good.
sauce.
It's sad that it was in all the trailers.
When it looks like the original trilogy right here.
It does.
You know, but it's that parallel to Phantom Menace. We talked about this before, where it's in Phantom Menace, who do you have standing between Anakin and Padme, and that same composition?
Yeah.
Obi-Wan and Padme.
And now they're gone.
And now they're both out of his life.
Yep.
Seeing Alderaan.
Yep. C.O. Bibble still kicking.
You're right. I liked that we got this fleshed out a little more in Kenobi.
Mm-hmm.
That was good. You stop it. You need to just knock it off.
Hey, look, we're almost 50-50 now.
Yeah.
Good. That makes a little bit more sense to me.
Seems like they were split on both things here. And then I love this. As tragic as everything is, there's a light in the desert.
I was going to say.
What does that sound like?
With a baby being born, everybody can be saved.
Yep.
Cassian Andor.
Seriously, this is like one of my favorite endings to any movie ever.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. A New Hope.
It's a new hope.
Yep. And the music, man.
Looking out to the sunrise because things are darkest just before the dawn.
Mm-hmm.
This movie is really on the nose with those kind of things, but I love it.
Well,
I love it. It's a tentpole story.
But I was about to say that's the whole thing, is that like you need to, this was his last one. You need to do that.
He's telling
be a little heavy-handed. Yeah.
It's like stories of Greek mythology, or stories like the Egyptian mythology, like all these mythologies. Like this is our mythology.
Yeah. It's true.
This is how we learn how to be good people, and this is how we learn about like
passing on what we've learned
about sin and temptation and passing. Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. The fall of man, or the folly of man.
Kenobi going back to the Dune Sea. Yes, he is. He's going to become that old wizard.
Hello there.
There it is, guys. Oh. Hey, you want to do it with me? Ready?
What are we doing? Oh.
Absolute cinema. Absolute cinema. So friggin' good. Do you think the Maul show is going to lead to into bringing Darth Talon and maybe a resurrected Maul to the heir to the Empire movie? Please no to the latter. We do not need him to be revived twice in the story. But Darth Talon, yeah. I'm there. Yeah, spam pizza rolls in the chat, guys. This was a good time. Hey, I want to reach real quick because a viewer sent us some art and they wanted us to react to it here. So we'll cap off our ROTS watch party.
We got it.
Said they sent it. I assume it's got to be it. From I don't know if you want me to say your Instagram handle, Frank. You let me know.
Jojo, they're gone. We ate all the pizza rolls.
Hey, there it is, everybody. I apologize. This is not the greatest way to view it.
I want to see it.
He sent 2, so that's the first one. Silas Carson, Star Wars Time Show, never reviewed him too. That's pretty cool.
I like it.
Yeah, it's nice.
This is pretty cool.
I like the style.
I was about to say, I like that you've definitely got your own style in here. This is legit.
Guys, real quick, throw in your
check that out.
Oh, he's got like a speed drawing.
Yeah.
That's fun. Put in your ranking, Revenge of the Sith ranking. You can either do it out of 10.
Perfect 50-50 on the poll.
Look at
Perfectly
that.
balanced as all things should be.
Yeah.
Look at that. Half with you, half with me.
There you go.
As I feel like that it
Half
should
on the
be.
dark side, half on the light. Look
Oh.
at that.
You're the one who's saying that he.
But yeah, either do it S style or out of 10, like, or out of, you know. And then here's
15 out of 10.
and by the way, this is of Enchanted Artworks with a Z. Enchanted Artworks on Instagram.
Was there another art piece of
Yeah,
artwork?
this one. The split diopter shot. That's one of my favorite.
I like this one a little bit more.
That's one of my favorite little pieces of filmmaking trivia from this movie is that shot. But here, let me see it so I could show the audience what I'm talking about. This shot right here in the movie, which by the way, great art.
Yes.
Great piece of art.
I like that one more than your poster.
This shot in the movie is done using a technique called a split diopter. So it means that they can have two planes in focus at the exact same time. Now it's done digitally because they're both like on green screen. But that's why you have Anakin that's in focus and Obi-Wan in focus, but
They
the
aren't going in
background
and out.
is out of focus. And so when you get a real split diopter, it's interesting because the backgrounds on each are different layers of blurry. And you could actually see like in the center of the frame, like a little, if you look real close, like it's like a line. So it's pretty cool. They did this technique here because you're supposed to see they're both in focus. It's just so cool. It's a little thing. And by the way, your art, very awesome.
Yes.
Quinlan Voss says Revenge of the Sith is a perfect Star Wars movie for me. 10 out of 10. I agree. It's like, this was the most Star Wars to ever Star Wars. For real. I really mean that. Like, it's not a meme to me. I know we joke about the whole Tross thing, and that's what that is a joke. But for real, for me personally, Rots is like everything George tried to do, not only with the story, the production design, but like this, making an epic for the new generation, you know, bringing these very important stories to the new generation in the way that he knew how. Filmmaking and pushing VFX and the technicality of it. I mean, the dude not only is a visionary, I mean, he changed cinema with these movies.
Well, with every single one. And that's my my favorite criticism he has of the Disney films. He's like, it didn't push anything.
None of I would argue Rogue One does because of what they do with Tarkin.
Yeah.
Now, I don't like how that technology has been used now.
But he's talking about the the sequel trilogy.
Oh, I know what you mean.
Yeah, they didn't push technology.
Yeah.
And like that's what he was always doing. Again, I'll never get over when he first saw the volume. And he's like, yeah, I was trying to do this with Revenge of the Sith, and it's like, what? It's crazy.
Yeah, the Mandalorian pushed things.
Yeah, and that he just didn't have the technology at the time, but he was already thinking about that.
I mean, Attack of the Clones, it's technically the second blockbuster, but it is the first movie to be shot entirely on digital. Like that, George Lucas literally killed the film industry. And like there had to be a handful of directors that had to revive the use of actual film because George Lucas made it possible
to shoot completely on
and not
digital.
only that, the fact that we're able to sit in front of these cameras and do this show is because of George Lucas.
It's true. We don't shoot on film.
No, it's like, because people just laughed at it. It was like, it was a novelty, you know, digital cameras. And he was like, they used digital a lot in Phantom Menace. And then if I remember, I might be mixing this lore up a little bit, but I think that they paid for the production of a movie called Jason X, which was like a bad horror movie.
Yeah, it's a Friday the 13th movie.
To be shot completely on digital so they could test it before Attack of the Clones. And it's amazing. It's like, and then digital technology went everywhere. Now you have a nice balance. You have some films that are still shot on film, even TV shows that are shot on film. But now bozos like you and me can sit in front of a camera and watch Revenge of the Sith, which a bunch of the homies at home, you know, it's just, it's great. Right.
It is.
I really think that there's a reason even though he's revered very highly in our culture, I don't think he's revered enough. I get frustrated when I see people like, oh, he's a good visionary, but not a good director. And, you know,
there's a lot going on this one, especially this one. There's a lot happening.
Talking to Roger Christian, who knew him personally, you know, he said that, funny enough, Empire was his least favorite of the movies because it's an adult movie and he made movies for children and it's not his fault adults like them.
There you go.
I think that's so funny. But hope one day I could see the alternate version where Anakin doesn't turn. You know what? I'd be so down. I'd be so down with a what if. I think that'd be fun. But yeah, guys, this was a lot of fun. Thanks for hanging out with us. Thanks for kicking off Revenge of the Sith Strikes Back. We can tee it up this Friday. There's a reason the set kind of looks like this, right? We're going to be talking about when Revenge of the Sith was everywhere.
When it ruled the world.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I'll say that because that's a video that's out there. That guy's great, by the way.
Yeah.
Have you watched that video? When Revenge of the Sith ruled the world?
I have.
That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's that YouTuber's name? I watch his video game videos all the time. Anyway.
Yeah.
That's a good video too. Yeah, so we're going to be talking about that this week. We got some surprises coming out, even some non-rot stuff here. It's going to be sprinkled throughout the event. But then we mentioned it. We're going to be talking about the book. We're going to be talking about the video game. Of course, we're going to cap everything off with a full BDTS style episode about Revenge of the Sith, and I am so excited. It's going to be a great time.
Kylo comic book videos coming soon. It's edited. It just needs to be.
We got maybe more than one tier list coming out. Maybe a couple that are related to rots throughout the event. It's going to be good stuff. So thank you guys for coming along for the ride. And if you're watching on the replay, put your opinions. I want to hear. Okay, we got 3 questions for you. Did Mace beat Palpatine, or did Palpatine throw the fight? The second question, did Palpatine siphon Padme's life to revive Vader? And the last, your final ranking, either tier list style or out of 10, where you would put for Revenge of the Sith. But thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm going to throw down this timer. I'm going to stop it because the movie's over. And we'll see you this Friday, guys. No big fanfare. We're just going to end the stream. Yeah. So again,